success. It's a success.
What's up? Welcome to your new favorite podcast, The Ape Shit Show, the home of booze, views, and unpopular opinions. I want to thank y'all for joining us for episode 81.
Yeah, Ocho, 81.
Ocho.
Uno. Ochenta uno. Eye on you bitches.
Chintai. My name is Fresh, and I'm one half of the pod gods, and with me is the best man in all the podcast land, my right hand man, Mr. B Hill.
Yeah. Hola. Popping with the population.
What up, man? What's up with you?
Shit, same old same. Yeah.
How was your 4th of July?
It was pretty good. I was what did I do? The actual 4th, what did I do? I went to one of my homeboy house and shit, and he had his sons and his nephews and his brothers. He got a big ass fucking family, like blended ass family, like, you know, mad nephews and young ass brothers. Like his mom got like I'm 36, so now about 37, about to be 37, 38. And he got a little brother that's like 9.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
some black shit.
Yeah, he got mad shit. He got a son that's 15. He got a son that's 5.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So,
how old is mama?
Yeah, they got a big ass wild.
She had him young?
How's
she able to have a 9-year-old?
I mean, she look. I told her she looked good. She probably like, I don't know. She probably at least like in her mid 50s, I guess. I don't know. I don't know her so long. I never really.
Did
asked
she
her how
have
old she
this
was.
baby? This 9-year-old?
Yeah, she had.
Damn.
Yeah. She got married. Like, yeah, she had him. Yeah, hell yeah.
So she had to have him at least
like
he 36.
Yeah. He 37, 30. Yeah, I think not 37. I'm 36.
So
yeah, he about to be 38. I think
his mama. She could have had him at like 12 or 13 or something.
I don't know how old she is though. She used to work at Extra Source with us. You probably don't remember her, but yeah, that shit crazy. Like,
to have a 9-year-old, be that old, like 30 years older than your sibling is wild.
Yeah, nigga, he got a 15-year-old son. You know what I'm saying? Like his son 15.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But at least he was like 21. He was like 21 when he had his son. You know what I mean?
But
Mom was young.
But like your uncle is goddamn 6 years younger than you and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you got another son that's 5. So if your uncle is 4 years older than you,
look,
you know what
I
I'm
be
saying?
salty because I have a biological aunt that's 1 year younger than me. And I have, I call her my cousin, but she adopted. So she 5 years younger than me, 6 years younger than me, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even like that. You think I'm about to be 15 calling this 9-year-old unc. What up, unc?
Yeah, my uncle.
Hey, unc.
Like, uncle, you can pick me up from school. What the fuck? That shit wild. Like, uncle, you can buy me some rubbers. Can you talk to me about the birds and the bees?
Uncle, you gonna share your Legos?
Like, or nah, that shit wouldn't even. Nah, it's the flip. Like, nephew, can you pick me up from school?
True.
Nephew, can you pick me up from school?
Bruh. I'm calling him my little cousin all day. If I'm calling the person 1 year younger than me my cousin, I'm definitely calling the little baby my cousin.
Yeah. So we went over there. You know what I'm saying? And had the boys. I took my boys over there. And we over there, you know, got drunk, high, fireworks, nigga fireworks. This nigga that I don't really fuck with like that, but he was over there anyway, so he had the fireworks. But like he had some shit that he had got from south of the border in North Carolina. Like the good fireworks is in South Carolina, so you got to drive to the south of the border and get the fireworks and shit, which is like a 2.5, 3 hour drive. So he went out there apparently and shit and met some, like he was being cheap, met some niggas and shit. And you know, the big shits, you gotta have like that, like what's equivalent to like PVC pipe. You know what I'm saying? Like plumber pipe, if you know what that is. This nigga had a fucking Fanta bottle, like a deuce. Like a twin. I'm like, man. So this nigga lit the shit. Like, not only does my man mama stay, cause it was at his mom crib, my man and mama stay in like it's a really nice neighborhood. It's down the street from my house, but like $300,000, $400,000 houses and shit, but she stay in the cul-de-sac, but it's like slanted. You know what I mean? It's like a hill. You know what I mean? So he puts the shit in the fucking thing, and it's one of them big ass shit. It's like the mortars, if for all my fucking fireworks enthusiasts out there, like the 2 or 3 shot mortars and shit. So this dumbass nigga, like mind you, these shits is explosive essentially. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking dynamite. This nigga has the harebrained idea to fucking put them shits in the fucking Fanta bottle, right, on the hill. So two things
the bottle
wrong
explode?
Here, right?
Okay, that's
no,
good.
It didn't explode. It just fucking
and
laid the fuck
flew
down.
The
and
hill?
then you got the shit is just a fucking assault
my
rifle at this point.
God.
Just shooting fucking houses and shit. So like immediately daddy mode kick in. So I see, like I've been around so many fireworks that have gone awry. You know what I'm saying? Like that haven't gone as scheduled. And those shits was custom. You know, not custom, but those shits is how they were supposed to be. And I done seen them shits flood, dud out and shit like that. So daddy mode immediately like ensued. So I fucking I saw the first one hit the goddamn garage, like somebody else's garage and shit. And I'm like, oh shit. So I knew what time it was off the rip. And then, so I ran and got my kids and shit. We went I just had the boys and shit. So they are fucking astounded with some fireworks and shit. So I ran and scooped them niggas up and dipped. Cause that shit was just spraying randomly. Like that shit was just all over in fucking people's yards and hitting people's cars and shit.
Yeah, man.
Luckily it didn't come our way, but I'm like, man. So motherfuckers, of course, came outside and was like, damn, what y'all doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? He just acting all dumb as fuck. So we end up going to the top of the street, like where the pool and shit was, and shooting fireworks. Then that shit was dope.
Well, that's good. At least they enjoyed it. It's always the nigga with not a lot of sense want to be in charge of the fireworks and shit.
Dumbass. Like, and then he had another one. He like, yeah. I'm like, nigga, you can't. He was like, cause it was on a hill. I'm like, nigga, it won't, cause it was on a fucking hill. It was that shit is an explosive. That shit has to be like stored properly, nigga. That shit ain't made for no goddamn Fanta bottle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, bro, if you shoot that shit, you dumb as fuck, and you deserve whatever.
You deserve whatever amputation happens. Like.
Yeah, the fuck, man. I'm talking about this shit was a fucking mortar. Like, them shits, the 2-3 shots, like the shits that rival the shit at the damn fairgrounds. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, them shits. Yeah.
I was watching,
goddamn stick of dynamite.
I follow this page on Instagram, that's all about, like, shit that's going on in, like, DC. And it was a lot of motherfuckers, shooting, what's the shit? Not bottle rockets. What's the joint where you hold it in your hand? Not the cherry bomb. The joint where like Roman candle. Yes. They was holding like Roman candles, like just shooting them shits into like crowds of people that's at like restaurants and shit. Lighting whole, you know how you like the whole pack of firecrackers. You can't light them shits one time. Well, you can, but most people gonna light them shits at one time. Lighting the whole pack, throwing them shits inside of cabs that's at the light, closing the door. Like, bro, like, it was just so fucking dangerous. And the motherfuckers who was doing it were not like kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, they niggas in their 20s, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all too old to be doing that, man. Like, people was look like they was supposed to be, man, getting hurt out there. I was like, yo, it ain't even, and there was a lady in the car that was kind of like cussing them out because she saw what they did to the car in front of her, and she was like, they was like, bitch, shut the fuck up. You know how disrespectful ass motherfuckers are. You know what I'm saying? But like, come on, like, people can get like hurt, like, seriously, hurt. You can hit somebody in the face with that shit. Like, I told the story several times about how me and my cousins used to have like firecracker fights and throwing firecrackers at each other. Like, little ass firecrackers. Yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, like, y'all trying to hurt somebody out here, man. I didn't even, I didn't even get to go see them.
Little nigga whole ankle off. It was hot as fuck, so I ain't really want to do. I wasn't cooking out and shit. I was like, man, this fucking dude goddamn hot.
It was crazy because
it was hot as fuck. It was like 102 that day. Like the heat index was like a 102, 105.
I went out once that day. I got invited to a cookout. When I be in Atlanta, it'd be hard to find like a cookout. Only because like most of the people that I know, they transplants too. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like a bunch of big family cookouts, you know what I'm saying, that I personally have access to or whatever. But I got invited to a cookout, but I think Wednesday night I went to like hip hop trivia and some some other shit that night, and like I took a little bit too much advantage of the fact that I didn't have to go to work the next day. And so I was like, I was gonna go to that cookout, bro. I was in the bed all day on the 4th.
Yeah, I went to bed. I wanted to go out Wednesday because downtown they said it was fucking nuts. They had a bar crawl.
Everybody was out Wednesday night. Seemed like everybody was out Wednesday night.
That shit was crazy. So I wanted to go to that, but I ended up like I was gonna go, and then I ended up fucking getting a headache like around 10:30 and shit. And I was like, but I had started my new gig, so like having to get up and go to work was fucking foreign as hell lately because I've been working from home for the past 3 or 4 months. So like. And then I had to be to work at 8 o'clock. And then, so my whole shit was off. Yeah. You know, like me personally, like when I got sleep anxiety, when I got shit to do that, you know what I mean? Like if I got to catch a plane or if I got to do some shit the following day, like that's the only really anxiety I guess I got now that I think about it. But like I always don't sleep very well like the night or two nervous? Before, you know what I'm saying? So like, nah, I just don't want to like be late and shit, you know what I'm saying? And like I hate being late. Excuse me, I hate being late. So I just be like, maybe it is a little nerves, but it was more so just like, I don't know, I don't want to miss my alarm clock shit. I don't know. Yeah. It's weird. Who knows? I don't know what the root cause of it is, but, so I ain't sleep well Monday and Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? So like, I think that shit caught up to me Wednesday because I ended up having like a headache. And then like, I was in the bed, like I laid down, not like laid down, I just was on the bed and next thing I know, it was fucking 2:30. I was like, fuck. Mad nigga that called me and shit, you know what I'm saying? My old lady had walked in and stuff like, damn, forgot. I was trying to go out. And I was going to go out Thursday on July 4th, but I was like, I stayed at my homeboy house till about 11:30 and 12, so I was fucked up already, like drinking and smoking and shit. And then luckily I ain't stay too far from them because I had my kids with me. I don't like to be fucked up when I have my kids and shit. But luckily it wasn't too far. It's like they stay down the street. So, and then once I got home, it was a wrap. Took a bath. It was game time. And then, but I went out Friday. And felt like the old nigga in the club. Shout out to me. And
where you go?
It was like I went Noir. It was on Glenwood. That's my little spot because they got like a little patio and shit. So it's a club and it's a patio. So I'd be on the patio for the most part.
I'm team patio, team rooftop. Like, you can get me there all summer.
Yeah, so that shit be like it was mad like little girls and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like and they was like, I'm celebrating my 27th birthday. I'm like, oh, I'm 36. It's crazy. I should get, why the fuck am I here? Like, that shit was like, and then the DJ was trash. That shit was, but I mean, I still had a good time. It was me and my peoples and shit. So we made the best of it. You know what I mean? But I was like, damn, it was mad like young.
Hey, if you go, I feel like if you go in any spot with like a group of your people, you good. Like, you gonna have a good time. When it's just like you, one or two of y'all or whatever, you know what I mean? And it's like mad young, you be like, I can't. Cause some shit you be looking at, you know you old cause the shit irritating. Like, certain shit you see like niggas doing, I'm talking about like young, like when I told you like a few weeks back or whatever when we went to go celebrate my homie's little sister 21st birthday and everybody in that bitch was that age. I was like, I gotta get the fuck up.
This shit is not for me. I am 20 years your senior. I was 20 when you were born, like I was your age when you was fucking born. That shit is wicked.
Facts.
And then I think I watched, and then Sunday I ain't really do shit. Watch Naked and Afraid. I love
you. Definitely love Naked and Afraid. That is your shit,
the fucking
bro.
Best show in the world. Niggas be fucking like, them niggas don't even be getting paid. I just don't understand. Like, y'all niggas are fucking goddamn bum fuck eater, butt ass naked with 40 motherfuckers and niggas are sharing that fucking eel. That shit was crazy, man. Niggas passing out. Heart rate. This is an old nigga. He like 56. This nigga damn heart rate is like at 120 beats per minute. The average normal shit is supposed to be like 50 to 60.
Die.
Yeah, they get him stable and then he go back and then still trying to like my nigga.
Nigga, we not bring you back to life again.
Bruh, and you ain't even making no money. Like, the fuck, you just out here for 40 days, goddamn willy fucking nilly, butt ass naked. Man,
most of them get like a
you see
show
day one
check,
and shit.
though.
Motherfuckers be full and, like vibrant and shit and healthy and You see them like day 27, the motherfuckers is goddamn ass, the little white people, the ass that they got be gone, that shit be.
The ass they got gone.
So you can see the back of their kneecaps, skinny as hell. Like, God damn, boy, that shit.
Nah, bro, you already probably didn't look good naked off gate. Now you damn 20 pounds lighter with your spit sagging.
You fucking emaciated. You like a goddamn one of them ASPHC, one of them fucking acronyms for them dogs and shit. You look like a skinny greyhound. Like, you look like a dead greyhound.
Shout out to whoever said Snoop looked like a greyhound. I got me a good cackle out of that, bro.
Who? Yeah, that shit was wild.
Again, the comments.
I seen that shit where he like actually, cause I follow Snoop.
Yeah,
I follow Snoop. Like, damn, Snoop old as hell. Like, goddamn, you looking old, grandpa.
But when somebody actually pointed out the greyhound shit, I was like, yo, he looks exactly like a greyhound.
He used to like a Doberman and shit. You know what I mean? All that nigga just. That shit, because he used to turn into the Doberman and shit. That was one of the hardest videos in the world.
A good video.
Shit. I used to love Snoop, man. Like, that was the first rap album that I bought. I think I said that shit on the podcast, but like, I remember my mom bought me that shit for Christmas in a boombox and shit. And she was like, oh, what the fuck is this?
I think Missy was my first one. I think Missy was my first rap album. I think,
Missy?
That was 90s.
Damn.
That was early 90s.
Nigga, he was like 30.
Suck a dick. No, when did Missy come out?
Nigga bought her first rap album and it was like, Missy came out what, like 97? 98?
Then it might not have been Missy then. I know
it couldn't have been Missy. Nigga. You was mad old, man. You was in college.
No, the fuck I wasn't.
You was almost in college. You was about to, you was an ass hair away from being in college, my nigga. Cause I was in high school.
Nigga, let's look.
97.
Let's look.
I started high school in 97. I'm old as fuck too, but you've got me a bit.
When did Missy album come out? Yeah, you're right. Super Duper Fly did come out in 96. But I can't think of a rap album that I bought before that. Like, that I paid my money for. And that might not be it. That might not be it. I could. But for whatever reason, I remember buying Missy album. Like, I remember the actual going to purchase Missy album. And that was on the CD, so that couldn't have been it.
Yeah, ain't no way.
Yeah,
you definitely had to take with some rap. You definitely bought ABC.
Bruh, I really want to think about this now. I'm gonna come back to you. Because I really want. You got my mind. You got my mind wondering now. Like, album that I spent my money for that was rap. Because I'm thinking about like a lot of shit like back in that day that I was listening to. I can't necessarily say it was rap. It was. I told you I wanted to be like TLC. It was TLC, ABC, like you said, BBD, like none of them was really rap. Damn. All right, now you got my
Funkified. You ain't about Missy. You ain't about a Brat.
When Brat album come out? I feel like that was around the same time.
94.
Okay. I don't know if I bought the Brat album though, but I had to.
I definitely bought the Brat album.
That wasn't my first one, but I kind of feel like I do. I remember having like a Leah, like I remember like a lot of R&B. I feel like when I've always been in the rap though, cause when did Snoop come out? When did Doggy Style come out?
93.
Bro, like that.
I think either 92 or 93.
That could have been. I did have Snoop though. Oh man. I ain't gonna even wrap y'all up with my reminiscing because I don't know. But yeah, that's crazy. But I do remember having Doggy Style because we all used to be in the house singing Lottie Dottie. Like me and all my siblings.
That shit came out November 23rd, 1993.
That could have been it.
And The Chronic came out in 92. Them niggas
that's when you used to have Sam Goody. What was the name of the music stores back then?
Blockbuster Music.
Blockbuster Music.
Y'all ain't had y'all had to have Blockbuster Music. We had
Blockbuster had music.
Fuck yeah. You can go in there, they had mad Walkmans and shit. Like they had the mad Walkmans.
You sure you're not talking about Best Buy?
Nigga, I said Blockbuster Music.
Nah, bro, I don't know nothing about no Blockbuster
and then they used to have one on Capitol and shit.
I don't know.
OG Raleigh nigga.
I don't know nothing.
You don't remember Blockbuster Music?
I never knew Blockbuster even ever sold music, bro.
Hell yeah, Blockbuster Music was that shit. Blockbuster, damn, them niggas was the wave. Them niggas just got the fuck up out of here. But hell yeah, Blockbuster Music, they used to have like like the display with mad CDs, like, and whatever albums used to come out, like on, I guess, Tuesdays, I think it was back in the day. Like, they would have them shits and you could like play them and sit there and listen to them and shit and go track by track.
Oh man.
That's hard. Fuck. I remember that shit. That's crazy.
Nah, what was the main record store though? Like back in the day, like they had them everywhere. Like
Sam Goody.
It was Sam Goody. It was another joint.
FYE.
That was one. It was another one. Oh, I can see it in my head and it's fucking me up. Damn.
Circuit City used to have.
Yes, you used to get like Circuit City, Best Buy. Shout out to Circuit City, man. Rest in peace, Circuit City.
We ain't had Best Buy till late. Like Circuit City was Best Buy until like Sam. We said Sam Ash, right?
No, you didn't say that.
And that's more like a music. That's like a guitar store and shit though. That's like instruments. What the fuck else? We used to have Big Cat. Shout out to Big Cat. Real niggas from Raleigh know what time. Mr. Freeze and Big Cat and shit. Mr. Freeze was that shit because I remember walking to Mr. Freeze. Like that shit was like, that's when you could have local mom and pop stores and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
it was one.
Like I remember going to get Wu-Tang Forever album. That shit was hard.
One by St. Aug we used to go to all the time. Like
Mr. Freeze.
I remember buying TP2 from there.
Yeah.
I do. I remember.
Yeah, Mr. Freeze was that shit.
Yeah.
Mr. Freeze had like, it was like 3 Mr. Freeze. Shout out to Mr. Freeze.
It was
man.
Tower Music. You remember Tower Music?
I do remember Tower Music.
Did y'all used to have a store? This not music, but it's a back in the day store that somebody else brought up, said they used to work there. Did y'all used to have Up Against the Wall in North Carolina?
I don't think so.
Up Against the Wall was...
And that was like DTLR and shit, right?
Yeah, you could say that. But they had like music.
Nah, we ain't had that.
They always had like a DJ in that bitch.
Nah, we definitely had no
There was
shit
one
like
on
that.
Georgia Avenue, Up Against the Wall. Somebody said they used to work at Up Against the Wall. I was like, damn, I forgot all about Up Against the Wall. But they definitely...
For all the dope madness and shit we used to be at.
And they were from Miami. So I was like, oh, so they must have had Up Against the Walls in the South. But you said y'all didn't have an Up Against the Wall.
Not that I can remember.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to physical music, man. Like buying physical music. Like,
yeah, man. That shit is a beautiful thing.
It
man.
is.
Like the fucking nostalgia and just like the opening of a package and shit and reading the credits, putting that shit in and like listening to that only.
Yeah.
For 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Until some other shit
facts.
dropped.
No, listen, you knew the whole shit. Like back
Hell
forth.
yeah. Nigga play
You know
that
who
shit all
produced
day.
the shit.
Like,
you know,
nigga, actual mixtapes. I remember Bad Boy 4, like, that was one of the hardest mixtapes ever. I was just talking about that shit. That's funny we say that. But, like, they had the Gina Thompson, those things you do. That's when Mace, like, debuted and shit. Man, like, that shit was hard. Bad Boy 4 was one of the hardest mixtapes ever. Like, that shit was crazy.
Listen,
it had Missy. That was when Missy, like, that's when Missy came on the scene. On the Gina Thompson. I was like, who the fuck is this bitch? This bitch nasty. Who the fuck is this?
Yep.
Then I seen the video and shit. I was like, oh, this shit is amazing. Shout out to
Missy, Misdemeanor like, Elliott.
Yeah, cause, I think, Shade Room, like, cause Jermaine Dupri had like a So Def All-Star thing, at Essence, which I gotta go to Essence. If you've never been to Essence,
I gotta go to Essence next year, bro. I got to.
I'm going to Essence next year for sure.
Going.
Like, I'm mad as hell I missed it.
I gotta go.
Cause I really wanted to see that fucking JD shit, but like, they had like Crime Mob and shit, and you had the whole Lil Jon, and I'm like, man, being in your 20s in the early 2000s, this shit was fucking amazing. Like that, I don't think nothing really can. I know, like,
we about to say some classic like, old school shit. I'm with
like
you.
20s,
I'm with you.
Yeah, that shit is the best. Like, I can imagine like the whole like big being in your area, you know, like the niggas probably, it's all relative obviously, but like the niggas probably that's older than us, like 45 and 46 being 20 when Big and then was out and Pac and all that shit. But I don't know, man. That goddamn crunk era and all that shit was live as fuck, man. That shit was a beautiful time in music.
Crunk.
For us. But it's all relative.
Yeah.
So I guess. You know.
Do you feel like out of all of the subgenres of hip hop, I personally feel like trap had the longest. It still had the longest run.
Trap. I mean, it's a different variation of trap now, but yeah, niggas still.
But I'm saying, like, you had that crunk era, you had like snap era, you had like, you had that hardcore New York era, you had that West Coast era, you know what I'm saying? Like, where that's everybody wanted to sound like that.
Outstood all that shit. Cause I mean, crunk was still like a variation of
Yeah,
trap.
true.
But like it's still like, you know, just Atlanta as a whole, like Southern music.
Hey.
I think, you know, Atlanta is the stronghold in that regard, and they just, I mean, shit, them niggas been holding it down for pretty much since fucking, like, they really emerged and exploded, I guess, when like Luda and, you know what I mean, and Lil Jon, all that shit, like that whole, like you said, crunk era and shit. Like Luda wasn't a part of the crunk era necessarily, but like he was a part of the crunk era because like he was still in that same vein. You know what I'm saying? Like he had to move bitches and shit. Like it was just, but he was more artist. You know what I mean? Like artistic with his shit.
I feel like crunk could be the father of trap.
Yeah. Or like uncle.
Yeah.
I say uncle.
I mean, cause it is. It's in that same line. It's like a morph.
Yeah, I mean, cause it was like, all that get fucked up in the club. It was like more club music per se. You know what I'm saying? But then it like transitioned into the trap. Like from the trap, like you go to the club and go back to the trap type shit. Like I remember like buying T.I. first fucking album. And that was on serious. But then I remember when trap music came, I was like, what the fuck is this? Cause I used to love, I no homo fell in love with T.I. like musically. T.I. was everything. Cause it was nothing, like it was a breath of fresh air in terms of rap. Cause like he was a country nigga that was nice though. And I was like, damn, this nigga nice. And then when trap music came out, like that shit just was super fucking hard. I remember I was selling a whole lot of drugs, a whole lot of shit when that shit was out. Like that shit was my theme song. You could like that whole album, my nigga. Like that shit was a pivotal point in my life. That and Carter One, trap music, Carter 2, Jeezy first album. That shit was a great time, boy. And that's when my niggas had just got signed to DTP and shit. So we was in the A like crazy. So that's when like Big Meech and all them was in the A. So like that shit was crazy. I remember seeing Big Meech in the fucking in Visions before. This was like the last night Visions closed and shit. And that nigga had spent like $80,000. And it wasn't even no fucking strip club. Like what the fuck? That nigga was just throwing money. Like in no, just random. It was just not even a strip club. Nigga was just throwing like money and ordering Cristal, like the Magnum bottles of Cristal. Yeah. I had never seen that shit before ever in my life. I'm just a little country nigga that ain't had no money. Broke as hell wearing Mad Rockaway and shit.
Mad Rockaway. Shout out to Rockaway, man. Shout out to Rockaway.
That shit was fucking live.
I'm about to see if you're a real nigga. Let me see if you're a real nigga. You ain't a real nigga unless I'm about to take you back to the music and shit, the CDs and shit. If you didn't never get the Columbia House or the BMG.
Oh yeah, my credit was fucked up after
CDs
that. Like, my mama
for a penny.
fucked my credit up out that shit. Yeah, Columbia House. What was the other shit?
BMG? Want a BMG?
Yeah, for a penny and shit. That shit was a fucking racket. Them niggas still probably rich as fuck off that shit.
How? Like, they never really got their money. Do you know how many accounts I opened up and got 8 CDs for $1, 8 CDs for a penny?
My mama did that shit. Fuck my credit up. All that shit.
Hey, fuck your credit up.
Hell yeah, I used to get out Columbia House and all that shit. That shit was back in the magazine and shit.
Yeah, man. That shit was great, bro. Look, on some real shit.
That shit wasn't nothing but Columbia Records. Shout out. That shit was smart.
Yeah. Yeah. If these streaming services were smart, they would get their own like streaming services, even though the record labels basically own these streaming services anyway.
Oh yeah.
But you know, we won't get into that. You know what I'm saying?
What is the stream?
Right. But yeah, so it's crazy now. The shit all comes full circle because I'm like, maybe that's why I don't remember fucking purchasing. You know, like, cause I was getting that shit like 13, 14, like, you signed the little card, you filled out the little card, you mailed the little fucking card. Y'all, this before people had the internet in their home, right? So, you mailed a card back and then you would get like a fucking box with all your CDs you ever wanted. So when you were saying like, oh, you ain't had a brand, oh, you ain't had this, I'm like, yeah, I did have that, but how did I get that? That's how I got all that shit. Like, so
Columbia House.
Hey, shout out to Columbia House. Shout out to B Credit getting fucked up for 8 CDs for a penny.
Shout out to Mon Dukes.
Hey,
shook back though.
Shook back. Only, you know what I mean? Only took me a few years, but I'm back at it. Hey, yo, that's funny as shit. I want to give a birthday shout out to my mama.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Mom. She talking about something. She's talking about what you about to do. I said, you know, it's Tuesday. She's like, oh yeah, you about to do your podcast. You gonna give me a shout out? I said, yeah, Mom, I'm gonna give you a shout out.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to her.
So shout out to my mama, man. I wanted to get into Brown and Proud real quick. And this Brown and Proud is actually something, it was actually a post on Shade Room that like highlighted a bunch of people. And I thought that it was just a good collection of what was going on.
I think I seen
you
that.
saw that? I want to read that off because I was like, damn, we out here killing, bro. All right. So this is, it's shout out to Shade Room. It's TSR, positive images. And it says Black excellence is at an all-time high and we're here for it. So the first one is the first Black hip hop billionaire is Black. That's Jay-Z. And shout out to Jay-Z as well for, his partnership, with that cannabis company. Like he's like a long-time partner. And they teaming up. I don't even have the name in front of me. My bad. You remember the name of it?
Nah,
okay.
I just kept scrolling, but shout out to that.
Shout out to Hove. The first American, period, not male or female, to win every world championship is Black, win the gold medal. And that's, Simone Biles. The cast, majority of the roles in The Lion King is Black. That's Beyonce, Donald Glover, a whole bunch of Blackness out here. Alfred Woodard, shout out to them. We gonna get on that mermaid thing a little bit later. Coco Gauff for being the youngest player to qualify for Wimbledon. She 15. We gave her a shout out. The WWE champion is Black. His name. I don't follow fake sports.
Nah, I used to watch that shit a lot. I don't know none of that shit now. I just know all the old niggas, and them niggas is old.
MJ and Spider-Man is Black, which is Zendaya.
That movie was trash. It was, shout out to her, but the movie was trash. I took my son to see that shit.
Oh yeah, it ain't my bag.
I was disappointed.
It's so many
Spider-Man 19 fucking
right.
times.
That's how, like, for like a lot of these movies like that, Spider-Man, Batman, like shit like that. Again, I don't really watch them type movies, but it's just like you do it so many times. So how much of the story is the same, or are you just creating whole new stories? Like with the Spider-Man shit, was it like a whole new story or what?
Yeah, it was. They were trying to tie it into the They was trying to tie it into Endgame and shit like that. It was, I don't know. It was lackluster in my opinion.
It seemed like for those movies, like you literally have to know about the whole Marvel. That's Marvel, right? Or is it DC?
Mm-hmm,
the whole Marvel universe. Because like you said, like they try to tie it into Endgame. Like they tie all these things together. Like you kind of have to know in order to follow that shit. Is that right or wrong?
Yeah, that shit was, I mean, that shit won't, I don't know. Like, that's my least favorite that they put out recently. So.
Oh, well, yeah. The youngest executive producer is Black, and that's Marseille Martin. Shout out to Marseille Martin for her, Lizzo rendition during karaoke. That was funny. The richest female musician is Black, which is Rihanna. Miss America, Miss USA, and Miss Teen USA is all Black. So we out here fighting, y'all. We out here fighting.
Shout out to Jay Smith for fucking giving out free fucking vegan food.
Shout out to him.
I need to listen to his album too. I heard it's dope. I need to check it out.
Shout out to Jay Smith for that and his whole food truck. And I love that. I love that about him. That he does those types of things. So
yeah, like they created some weird kids, but they seem to be like good people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at their core, they seem to be really good kids. Like they just weird as fuck. Like that they ain't bad. They just weird. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like weird, they just you just know that they grew up with. I mean, I guess it's a good thing in a way. Like you grew up with like so much money and privilege that you don't really have no boundaries. You didn't really have nobody saying, oh, you can't be something or you can't do something, or you know what I'm saying, giving a fuck about what people think, because you have access to everything, and your world becomes boring because you have access to everything. Yep. So you got to create, like, for lack of better words, like an alternate world like that you live in. Right. You know what I'm saying? So but shout out to them for that, and happy birthday to him as well. He turned 21 today. Right. That's crazy because it seemed like both of them been doing grown up shit for at least the past 15 years. Like both of them, you know what I'm saying? I want to say, rest in peace to Disney, the Disney Channel star Cameron Boyce. He died, was only 20 years old, man. He passed away in his sleep in a seizure, from, ongoing medical condition. They say he was getting treatment for. I know Cameron Boyce cause, I watch Jessie every now and then. I actually like that show.
What is that?
It's a Disney show. It's like a teen Disney show, kind of like some shit.
Okay.
But Sky Jackson is in it. I like her. But Sky Jackson is in it. And he was also in Grown Ups with Adam Sandler. He was mixed. I didn't even know that. I thought he was a white boy, but his dad is actually black. But you know, it's just sad because, you know, you're a 20-year-old kid. You know what I mean? Like, life's short, man. Live it, man. Life is to be lived, man. Don't be waiting for tomorrow. Don't be waiting for Monday. Might not come. You never know. You know what I'm saying? And also, prayers up to August Alsina. He going through something. He said his immune system.
Boy always going through something.
Yeah, he is. I mean, you need to leave people's wives alone, August. He woke up. He said he couldn't walk. He's like on a walker. Like, it's crazy. I got a homegirl who, you know, she probably got something totally different. I forget what her condition is, but you know, she woke up, couldn't walk. Like, and she's still trying to walk, and that's like 5 years ago.
Damn.
You know, she's still going through physical therapy and all of that, you know, trying to get back, you know, to her regular self, you know what I'm saying? But like, you just wake up, like, she had no problems. You just wake up and
that shit be real, man.
Yeah, man. It be autoimmune issues and shit, man. We gotta take care of ourselves. And I say that, and I need to go get my physical myself. So I'm talking to myself at this moment. Like, I need to go get my physical because I haven't had a physical in like a year and a little bit of change. So I need to go get that.
Oh yeah. Need to get that pappy.
Well, I've had a pap since you need to know what this do. But I haven't had like a regular physical. I have two different doctors. I go to my OB for that, and I have a regular physician for the rest of it. But I do need to go get that. So everybody, don't ignore shit. And the crazy thing about shit was so crazy. It be the people with health insurance that don't be going to the doctor and shit.
Oh yeah, that's
because niggas don't be want to pay copays and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I know niggas with no insurance that will go to the ER in a second. Like,
yeah. I know mad niggas like that.
They'll go to the ER in a second, man. But yeah, man, rest in peace to him. Prayers up to August Alsina. Rest in peace to any of y'all who may have had any loss in y'all families or friends or wherever close circles, recently. And just take care of yourself, man. I was watching, so it's a new show like on BET that's like a crime show. I like crime shows. It's actually hosted by Lisa Ray, but it's called Murder in the Thirst. But they was talking about this chick in Louisiana. She was like one of the first black females to open up like her own law firm and shit. She was flying shit and motherfucker killed her, man. Like, that should be crazy. Like, you living your life doing good, and even if you do everything, you got a jealous motherfucker that just want to come kill you, man. Like,
yeah, it's a fact.
Life crazy though. But yeah, man, you ready to get into some foolery so we can get off this heavy stuff? Ready to get into some litter shit? All right. Litter shit is our pop culture segment where we talk about all the stuff that's on your timelines. What you sipping today? What you smoking on?
I don't have any alcohol. I'm on good drugs today. And
good drugs?
Yeah, just some good fire bud that I grabbed from some of my own boy. Shout out to him.
Shout out to him.
I want to shout out to you, but I don't know if it's not legal here, so.
Good. At least be healed. Yeah. Shout out, suppression kicked in.
Feeling good.
That's what's up. We'll blow it in the air. Put your cups up. Put your drinks up if y'all have them.
Are you drinking the more cider?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I am drinking cider, but it's spiked. I'm drinking pineapple spider. I'm drinking pineapple cider with peach absolute. Yeah, it tastes very good.
I got a smoothie over there.
It's very summery. It's not like your summer butt naked ale flower shit, but it's pretty
that shit
good.
Be fire. You know, you hate.
You know, I'm not team beer, but you know, I'm sure it's great. But we toasting to the Little Mermaid being black with dreads. So Halle Bailey, not Halle Berry, of Chloe and Halle.
Halle Bailey. If I was fucking Hurricane, where's Hurricane Chris when you need
Where is Hurricane Chris?
Oh my nigga. So he ain't got no shoes on somewhere.
That was Louisiana, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Halle Bailey of Chloe and Halle has been chosen to play Ariel in the live action version of The Little Mermaid, and the racists are fucking livid. To the point where they've started petitions, GoFundMe's. I don't understand what the money for the GoFundMe will do. Like, but
right,
listen, when racists are upset,
shout out to the white man who had the idea, like, oh, let me just make them GoFundMe and go fund my fucking self.
Listen, racists will pay money. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, whenever something go down and it has like a racist slant to the shit, like, they be raising mad money like super fucking quick. They don't care where they get their money to. Just combat brown people. Like, I don't care what you do with this shit. Man. Combat brown people.
Why do y'all hate? Like, why do they hate us so fucking much? Like, goddamn.
I'll tell you why. Because they're threatened and they know that we're superior. I know the
answer. It's just fucking ridiculous. Like,
but we don't even want that smoke. We like for real. We just all want to be cool and equal. Like, we don't even got that
cool and accepting of all the fuck shit. Like, y'all niggas is the weirdos, man. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Get y'all shit together.
Right.
White devils.
Like, I just don't get it. Did you see the I know
Satan spawn?
We sidetracking a little bit. Did you see the video where the YouTube employee called the police on the nigga who was sitting outside waiting on his friend?
You sent it to me, but I had just woke up and I couldn't start with my couldn't start my day like that because I seen it when you sent it. I ain't see it when you sent it the night that you did. I woke up like, nah, I can't even.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
It's too much for a nigga right now.
It's the same old story about, you know, white people using the police because they want to be the police. But the interesting thing about this particular story, dude was standing outside the apartment building waiting on his friends. Outside the apartment building, not even trying to get in on no shit. And the dude walks out with his son. And so he like, oh, you need to, I'll hold the door while you call your friend. He was like, nah, I'm good. Like, whatever. So he was like, you gotta go, like, whatever. And his son, this little kid that looked like he about 7, he was like, no, daddy, I agree with him. Like, leave him alone. Like, don't call. Like, no, like, don't call. Like, the baby is telling the dad, like, don't call the police. The baby literally said, I agree with him, dad. Like how your child has more sense than you. And that goes to show another thing. Racism is learned. Like that is a learned behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like you get older and more threatened. Like this guy minding his business is not like, you know what I'm saying? He was doing something menacing outside of the building. Right. But you like calling the police and shit. But I just found it interesting that this baby was like, no, dad, don't do that. Like don't, I mean, that shit was crazy. Anyway, rerouting back to these set of racists, they even started a Facebook page, a Facebook group, a private Facebook group, talk about make Ariel white again, where they were in there complaining about how Ariel has been white my whole life and how dare you change it, and she's a mermaid and she should be white. And then it was like racist memes and shit in there because you know somebody covertly entered the fucking chat and was pulling shit from the Facebook group and shit like that. But the thing I don't understand is like,
well, she's not a real character, so
it's a cartoon,
no such thing
right?
As a mermaid,
right? Like it's no such thing as.
And Timon and Pumbaa were white men.
Timon
in fucking Lion King, you don't see us causing a stink.
Yeah,
they're from Africa.
Yeah.
There's no original Africans from Africa. The only reason that there's white Africans now is because, of course, you fucking colonized and did what you do, like you always did. But nobody made a fucking stink about Timon and Pumbaa being fucking white. It was a fucking, I forgot what was the white man name? The gay white dude from Bird on the Wire.
I know who you're talking about. I forget his name.
With the black hair and shit.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Jason.
And that's crazy that you mentioned Bird on the Wire of all the movies. But yeah, I do remember Bird on the Wire. That's funny. Like, I think that it's just maybe because we have so much going on, like as a people, that we don't really be tripping off this little stuff. The only time we really get mad is when you have somebody that's a real life character or a real life person. Let me take that back. A real life person, and you have somebody white play that person. Like you had a white man play Michael Jackson. Like you had, I mean, that's the only time. But we don't get upset about like cartoons and shit like that. But it goes back to the reason I feel like, white people have it so easy that they create drama for themselves. Like they need some shit. That's why they go jumping off cliffs and shit like that to get like adrenaline, when we get adrenaline just by walking out and getting stopped by a cop. You know what I mean? Like that. You know what I mean? But they be needing, like, I feel like they be needing something to do, like something to get them that adrenaline, man. Like that's crazy. I heard Zendaya was up for the role. But Halle
they could have got a cuter girl. They could have got fucking.
You don't think she cute?
Nah, she look weird. They look weird to me.
Listen, I've been feeling the way about them ever since they sung the national anthem. So I'm not here to stand. However, it's a black girl playing fucking Ariel, and I feel like I'm still with you.
Shahiri or whatever her name is. I'd like to see her with some shells over her boobs or something.
Oh my God.
She's an adult. I can say that.
All right. Well, I don't have any problems with the way that she looks. I hope that, she gets to keep her dreads. I hope they dye 'em red. I hope all that, even though I'm not really here for any of these live action versions of
like
cartoons.
Ursula was black. Like y'all making a stink of like Ursula was black. She had a quick weave and fucking mad fucking how long eyelashes and big lips and shit, and was big.
I don't, like, but was she black though?
I mean, she was gray, but she was black. She had a black dress on. She had gray shit. Hell yeah, she was black as fuck. She was hating. God. She was a fucking black
I'm sorry,
woman,
black women. I'm gonna behave. I'm gonna apologize on behalf of BL.
I mean, she had a quick weave. She had a short, quick weave.
You just named a whole bunch of negative shit and said, she was black.
She had nails.
Oh my God.
She had big lips. She was a black woman. I mean, like she was like Thea Vidal.
Oh my God.
Under the sea.
Why she couldn't be like Mama June or some big bitch?
She could, but she was black as hell. Like she had big lips and fucking shit. Like she was black. She was a black woman. That's fine. She was hating.
So that's what black women do. We hate.
Black women be hating. Like, Ariel with your little crab. I see you with your little crab. And the crab was fucking black. He was fucking Jamaican.
Yeah, the crab was black. However, those opinions expressed about Ursula was on behalf of BL.
Her name is Ursula.
Is that a black name?
Named Ursula?
I don't know no black women named Ursula.
I know a couple of Ursulas. Shout out to
shit.
Ursula.
That must be. I literally know nobody named Ursula.
My homegirl Ursula. She was deaf. She went to St. Augustine. You might know her. I
don't know any Ursulas.
That was my friend.
And I definitely don't know any deaf Ursulas.
My nigga.
So you said that your opinion was that you wish somebody cuter was playing the role. Is a lot of people have come with the joke that they think Beyonce had something to do with this. After Beyonce said, I'll play Nyla. However, this is what I need to happen.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she pulled some strings now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like it's far-fetched, and even if it did happen, I don't feel like it's wrong. White people do that shit all the time. Yes, let's get in some positions where we can pull some strings for our people.
Yeah,
I have no problem with that.
All the fucking Egyptian movies are fucking with white people, and that shit is in Africa. So, suck a dick.
Pretty much. Suck a dick. What cartoon? Well, you already gave your opinion about the Little Mermaid. What cartoons do you think is black for real?
Lady and the Tramp.
You think they black?
Yeah, he was a real nigga.
Why
the
you say that?
Yeah, the Tramp. He was that nigga was in the streets. He was trapping. He was out here thugging. You know what I mean? Nigga was in the alleyway. You know what I'm saying? Thugging with what's the name? Nigga was fighting and shit, pulling the pistol on niggas, all type of shit. And then he bagged, you know what I'm saying? Bagged a little bougie joint, you know what I'm saying? Like she was from a good home, a 2-parent home. He won't, you know what I mean? A little block nigga and shit. Goddamn, came through there, you know what I'm saying? Showed his nuts real quick. Let him know what time it was. Saw that she fell in love with the street life, you know what I mean? And goddamn, she was gone, you know what I'm saying? And then the Siamese cats, them niggas was hating, you know what I'm saying? Because we
Were
are
they black
Siamese
women?
if you please.
Were they black
We are
women?
Siamese if you don't please. That's some hating ass like little broad shit. You know what I mean?
Why that
Yeah.
can't be some why that can't be some I'm that nigga. Like I don't give a fuck. Like you can be
They
with
was
it or
hating.
not. That's just some confident shit. Why they gotta be hating?
They was some hating little cat bitches. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, lady, like, you know
Lord,
what I'm saying?
have mercy.
Made
Have
me think
mercy.
of fucking Ashley. Always call her mom lady. No.
Again, I don't be saying people's names on this podcast again. That was me.
Yeah, that was funny. I ain't say her last name. It was funny, Ashley. But fucking, yeah, man. Fucking
Oh my
Lady and the
God.
Tramp, Aladdin. He was a sand nigga, so he was almost a nigga.
Sad nigga. I
Who
feel like Jerry or Tom and Jerry was black.
Tom and Jerry. Which one was Jerry? That was the
The
one that was always
mouse.
getting away with shit.
Jerry was the mouse. Tom was
Yeah,
the cat,
yeah.
always fucking with Jerry, but Jerry always outsmarted that nigga.
Yeah. Oh, Bugs was a real nigga. Bugs was definitely a nigga.
You think Bugs was black?
Yeah.
I think
yeah,
Bugs
Daffy
was
was the
big.
wild white man that was always calling the police and shit. And Bugs was like, fuck you, nigga. I'm out. I'm about to eat this carrot and smoke this weed. Nigga,
Hey.
Bugs had Tasmanian Devil was a wild, like, he was just wild as fuck. He was like the wild, like, retard nigga in the class. That was
You
in the
think
slow
he
class
was
a little
black? You
bit.
think Tasmanian Devil was black?
Yeah, he was a retard. He was in the slow class. He used
That's
to be
why
off
he
the
was
rhythm and
black?
shit. Yeah, you know, it's mad slow niggas that, yeah, he was definitely
I didn't
not
get
right.
that. I didn't get black from Tasmanian
Nigga, they had the
Devil.
fucking, remember they had the fucking, the shirts and shit. Them niggas had the crisscross and shit. He was
And
definitely,
all of them was on the shirt, bruh. I had all them shirts,
It was
bruh.
Buzz and
I
Taz
had the
was
one
real
with the
niggas.
crew.
rest
I
of
had
them
the one
niggas
with the
was-
whole
Them
crew.
niggas was wiggers. The rest of them was wiggers.
Oh my god! Alright. I think I think Taz. I don't get black from Taz. I do get black from I feel like Tweety Bird was black. I feel like Tweety Bird was a
You know how
little
many
black
black
gay
Tweety
boy.
Birds it is? She was definitely fucking black.
Black
Even
black
if she
gay
ain't,
boy.
she got like, it's so many
Tweety Bird
Tweeties.
was a boy.
Tweety Bird was a boy?
Yeah, Tweety Bird was a boy.
Oh,
Tweety
shit.
Bird was not a girl. That's why I said like a black gay guy.
Oh, yeah.
Tweety Bird was a. You thought Tweety Bird was a girl this whole time?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Tweety Bird was a boy.
I know so many fucking tweets. I know mad Tweety Bird.
Yeah, all the girls in the 90s love fucking Tweety Bird. 80s
Word.
and 90s love fucking Tweety Bird. Hey, that's funny as shit. Black Mermaid, lit or shit.
It's amazing. More of it. Give me it all.
Make everybody black. We only had one black mermaid, which was Tiana, and it took 50 years for that.
She a princess though. She wasn't a mermaid, was she?
I'm sorry, yeah, like main Disney character.
I never seen that. That's the only like damn near only. That's fucked up.
I've never seen that either.
Princess and the Frog. I never seen that shit.
Again, when I think about it, I don't really care a lot about Disney movies. Like Disney movies,
all them old school shits, like up until the Lion King is when, like after Lion King, I was cool.
I'm a huge cartoon fan. Like I still watch cartoons to this day. But I think like when I think about it, like Disney was always a lot more like fairy tale and whimsical and magical and shit. And I was watching shit like Tiny Toon Adventures and Pinky and the Brain and SpongeBob and shit that's like kind of not even meant for kids for real.
Right.
So like them was all my shits. Like I still watch cartoons to this day. But
Lion
I
King,
think it's
shit,
fucking
though. I
lit.
love Lion King.
You gonna go see the live action
Fuck
one?
yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. I mean, if somebody else wanted to go see it, I would go.
Yeah.
I would go, but
next week I think come out next week. I need to get my tickets.
Yeah, I'm definitely not the person. I would try to support just because of the black cast, and I know that money follows money, so we can make more of that happen. Make the whole Beauty and the Beast cast black, and make all the motherfuckers black. We already got the Lion King black. We got the Genie black. Y'all said that movie was trash too.
I ain't see Aladdin. I ain't want to see it. Something about it, I was like, my kids ain't really pressing me to see it either.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something about the live action shit kind of take away from the cartoonness of it, but I don't know, man. I'm not pro or con. I am glad all these black people got jobs and on this major stage and making all you racists mad. So keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah. Show your hand, bitch-ass white devils.
Right. So A$AP Rocky was involved in a street fight in Sweden.
That shit wild.
This weekend. Footage was posted on the internet of two young guys following Rocky and his team. Rocky and the team asked the guys to leave them alone like several times. We all saw that on the video. The guys claimed that somebody broke their headphones. At one point, a woman got involved and accused the two men of groping her. At that point, that's when the fight broke out. And all of this was posted on social media, like the video and all that. A$AP and his team fled the scene before the police and the paramedics arrived, but A$AP was he was arrested right after the show. So currently he's locked up in a Swedish jail. And the claims are that he's sleeping on like a yoga mat with like no blankets. He said there's a prisoner in the next cell with severe mental issues who keeps slamming his head against the concrete and hurling shit at him. Feces, like literal shit. You know what I'm saying? They not cleaning it up. He said that the water not clean, the food is not edible. That for the past 5 days, they said all Rocky has had is one apple in the past 5 days.
That nigga naked and afraid. Good gracious.
Yeah, facts. That so he's been held for 2 weeks while prosecutors decide if they're gonna charge him with the street brawl. Despite the video showing that the victims harassing them and physically assaulting them. But the crazy thing about it is, so there's this treaty, right? The treaty is between the Vienna Convention relations, which Sweden and the U.S. signed. Under this treaty, a foreigner like A$AP, if he get arrested, he has the right to immediately see the U.S. consulate. Well, sources say that he requested that when the consulate arrived to the detention center to meet him, the consulate was denied access, which is a clear violation of that treaty. Sources say that the reason he was denied is because Swedish officials do not want him to see the conditions inside of the facility. That shit is crazy because I couldn't really find out if it was just A$AP by itself or is it like A$AP and the rest of the team that was with him, because it looked like a bunch of them was involved in the street fight. Like what do you do? Like, how do you handle like some shit like this when you're not on your soil, you're not on your grounds?
You gotta call Liam Neeson. God damn. The fuck, Liam?
Wait,
help, nigga.
Wait, you used to call Liam Neeson.
Fuck.
You used to call Liam Neeson, but Liam Neeson out here looking for black bastards.
Looking for niggas. Hey, that's the nigga that you need to go. Come on, man. Come find Rocky, man. He the one who did it. Come pick him up. Get the fuck. God damn. I have no idea, man. That shit is foreign. And like all the rappers is like protesting saying they ain't going to Sweden. Like, yeah, niggas really won't get booked in Sweden like
right,
that.
like facts, like real talk. Like,
yeah, like I mean, shout out to y'all for doing whatever, but like we're not gonna perform in Sweden. Like, did you have any dates coming up, my nigga? Like, the fuck, like
yeah,
that doesn't seem like a hard sell.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. That shit whack though, man. Like that whole like y'all niggas running up on niggas, bro. Like. State
and they asked him a bunch of times,
statewide or fucking domestically or fucking internationally, whatever the fuck. Like, nigga, stop running up on these grown ass people with your fucking phones out trying to damn get some shit popping. Like, niggas is gonna fucking kill y'all. Like, they need to make laws about that.
But
shit.
I don't even think them niggas had phones and shit. They was just the videos came from A$AP Rocky team recording the whole shit. Like, the crazy thing about, like, them two niggas, like, they just kept rolling up on them. Like, kept on, and they said leave. Like, what do you do? But what I find very interesting about this situation, first of all, I just want to say I think the shit is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? However, I find it interesting because ASAP has some not so popular things to say when he was asked about Black Lives Matter and all that shit. Mm-hmm. And he was like, man, I don't know nothing about this. That ain't my life. I'm in Soho with models and popping bottles and shit. Like, I don't know nothing about this. That racism hit a little bit different when you overseas, Rocky, don't it? Yeah. Listen, the universe has a way of opening your eyes. And in the real world, they don't care about you being a rich fucking rapper or fucking white models. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything happened for a reason. I want him to get out of there, but I hope this was a moment for him to open his eyes to see how people of color is treated. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't give a fuck. Like, you can have all the money that you want to have. You're not untouchable. Ask R. Kelly. Ask motherfucking, Bill Cosby. They got a whole lot of money. You know what I mean? Like, he had a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm talking about R. Kelly. Yeah, sure. I'm talking about R. Kelly. But that shit don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit don't matter. And you can't disassociate yourself from the people because, nigga, your niggas in Harlem is still getting fucking locked up and brutalized and all that shit by the police. And now you in a fucked up position. You in a fucked up situation where you having to learn like the hard way. And I feel bad that you had to learn it that way. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the universe has a way of showing you shit. You know what I'm saying? Now you might be on your activism shit once you get back.
Yeah. That shit happened to Gibbs, man. I mean, Freddie Gibbs won't like, obviously that, but like the whole fake rape charge, bitch said that she dreamed that he raped her, and then this nigga's in France, I think. Yeah, I think he was in France for goddamn 3 months on the strength of the fact that a bitch said that she dreamed that he raped her. Like, what type of shit is that? Like, fuck that shit, man. Fuck that overseas shit. That shit. Cause I mean, like, America's fucked up, but at least you know what I'm saying? Like, you got lawyers and shit that know the laws and shit well enough to try to finagle some shit. Like, you cross the world, across the pond and shit. That shit is a whole nother world, literally. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I think Americans, of course we got our own shit here, but I think Americans be thinking shit be sweet. Like, you can't be going over to these, not that he did anything in this particular situation. Wrong. That's the thing, but I'm just saying, you know but like,
you got to be on point even more so. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. These niggas don't even speak your native tongue, so they could be, you know what I mean, saying some whole other shit. Yeah, I don't know. That shit wicked.
Listen, they got shit in like North Korea and all this shit where you can't drop a gum rapper, spit. Now I mean, like, do like little shit you not even thinking about. You know what I'm saying? You get locked up for life and shit. Like over there, like, hey, listen, I hope you get out, bro. Like, real talk. Like, I hope you get out, cause I don't think that. What do you feel like is the basics any jail or prison should have? Like, what should every jail have?
You know what I mean? Like, the in order to survive, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't gotta have obviously no fucking, like, especially if you did some shit that's fucked up. Like, you don't deserve, you know, nothing, no lavish shit. Like,
no luxuries.
Nah, nothing, not even, I mean, you deserve the bare necessities. Like, if you can lay on the floor and have something, then you fine. You know what I mean? But like, you should be able to eat and drink, like, and clean water. You know what I'm saying? Not no fucking shit that you would just feed. You wouldn't even feed a dog or, you know, give a dog. Like, but I mean, they still people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still, I mean, motherfuckers make mistakes and do whatever, but like, unless you just gonna kill them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, you deserve fucking food and water and shelter. You know what I'm saying? And some type of fucking, you know, safety and security of some sort, I guess. You know what I mean? But you shouldn't be motherfuckers shouldn't be able to hurl shit at you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that shit happens all the time, like in prisons, period. Like, I know a few people who have worked like in the prison system, and like, for me personally, I can't go to jail for a living. Wake up every morning and go to jail. Like,
like that shit crazy. Mental health, fucking shit that y'all niggas got to deal with.
Yeah, and like, you know, you in there with niggas who don't give a fuck anyway. Like, some people make mistakes and some people are just fucking criminals.
Oh,
and
yeah,
some people are just fucking deranged. Sure. Some people are just devil ass people. You know what I mean? It ain't no mistake. They did that shit on purpose. They know what they did and they do it again. You know what I mean? But what's crazy is like, I know women who done worked in the prison system and be like, you know what I mean? Like, niggas would just throw shit on them, throw semen on them.
Oh, yeah,
like,
niggas be beating off and shit.
Bruh, ain't enough money. Ain't enough money.
Yeah,
ain't enough money.
Straight.
Ain't enough money, one, for me to go to jail there, Jay.
Smelling that shit all that. Fuck that.
Yeah. How much time you think people should have outside? That's the thing that be killing me. Like, I be feeling like maybe they deserve a little bit more time outside so they won't go crazy and shit.
Yeah.
What you think?
I mean,
cause a lot of places you only get like an hour.
Yeah, them niggas, it depends. Some niggas get more than an hour. It depends if you like on lockdown and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're in the hole, like you get like an hour for, I don't know. Don't get me the line. I ain't no goddamn jail expert.
That solitary confinement shit be looking crazy. Like I said, I watch a lot of crime shit, a lot of prison shit. Like I be watching all that shit because that shit fascinating to me. Like I tell a nigga every day, I'm not built for jail. I'm not built for it. You can't pay me to go. Like, you know what I mean? Like I just can't do it. And a lot of times, you know, like women's prisons are a little better. You know what I mean?
Shit, them bitches still, them bitches finding love. Did you see that shit on Netflix?
What?
Damn, what's the name of that shit? It's about Sacramento Jailbirds.
Jailbirds.
Yeah.
I only saw like a couple minutes.
That shit was wild. That shit was good as hell. That shit was good and depressing. But it was like, it was the women's jail in Sacramento. It was a county jail. And, like, you know, they got a couple niggas that, you know, from the men's prison or men's section of the jail and shit, but it was mainly women and shit. Like, motherfuckers, you know, obviously it's a bunch of gay bitches and shit, and then motherfuckers falling in love with a bitch just got 30 years. Nah, I mean, you know, that's gay. It's mad gay motherfuckers in jail, period. Men and women. But, like, obviously in the women shit, it's gay women. So you got, like, bitches falling in love and getting married and shit, and, like, one bitch got 30 years and the other bitch got, like, 3. She's like, are you sure you want to marry me? I got mad time. And she like, yeah, I love you. And she's like, bitch, you gonna get out here and goddamn start fucking niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, motherfuckers be fought like they was doing, sending kites and shit through the damn, cause the plumbing system from 6th floor all the way to the bottom and shit. So these niggas is like sending fucking kites and shit and falling in love with motherfuckers from the 3rd floor and shit, but they talking through the goddamn toilet and shit. And like, bitches like, yeah, I don't do that shit. These bitches mad. These bitches nasty. They mad because they got acne and shit on their face. Bitch, you got shit all on, like, your fecal matter all on your goddamn face. Of course you gonna have fucking acne. You lucky. That's what all you got. And then you might get dysentery or some shit like that.
Bruh, like, have you seen 60 Days In? Have you ever watched that? All right, 60 Days In is lit, right? So they probably like on their 3rd or 4th season or whatever. But it's people who volunteer to go to jail for 60 days. To talk they supposed to be like undercover and shit to find out like conditions and shit in the jail. All of them got their different reasons why they want to go to jail or why they signing up for the program and shit like that. But they signing up to go to jail for 60 days and shit. There was a bitch in there, went to the women's prison. She done damn fell in love with the bitch. You a contestant. I don't know if you call it contestant, but you on the show, you ain't in jail for real.
Right.
You gonna fall in love with this jail bitch. And a lot of women are in jail for drugs and theft and shit, right? And you fall in love with the bitch, like, she blew her whole cover for the bitch. She done told the bitch why she there, like, all that shit, right?
Stupid.
She's talking about, I've never fallen in love with anyone like this, like, da-da-da-da-da-da, right? She was like, they were like, so you know you just blew your cover and now we gotta take you out because now they gonna know what's, she would never tell, bro. Camera pans over 5 minutes later. So, you know, she said she on a show and she here and blah, blah, blah. Bro, listen, the bitch get out of jail and fucking get back on heroin. And don't even call the bitch. You threw your whole life away for a bitch in jail, bro.
Stupid, man.
Bro. Stupid shit, bro. But
I'd rather be on Naked and Afraid. Can I sign? Someone was like, hey, I can put you on the show. You can either be on Naked and Afraid, we drop you off in the Sahara Desert by yourself, naked, or we can put you in the county. Let's go to Sahara. Fuck that shit. I ain't going to jail.
I gotta think about that because
Sahara. I can tap out. I can get bit by a snake and be gone.
I can't be hot and thirsty and
I got bit by a scorpion. I got to go. You know?
Hey, bro, that fucking snake shit you sent me was the funniest shit you
Oh, yeah.
Bruh, niggas was out. Niggas
that's
was
the nigga. He be doing mad shit. Like he was the nigga that used to do the like the terrorism. He used to dress up in the
I know that run
yeah,
that jump.
niggas will play with the snake.
Bruh, when that nigga went through the roof and then that other nigga got inside the freezer.
Yeah.
Bruh, I was weak. Bruh. So they were, look, we having a personal conversation on the video, that B sent me, practical jokes. They put like clipped a snake on a string. The motherfucker was like, oh shit, a snake. And then niggas just wilding. Like,
niggas be wilding. Niggas was doing
like, hey, niggas is athletic when they scared.
Yeah, you know what type of adrenaline that is? That shit is all adrenaline. That shit ain't nothing.
The nigga walked over the whole display in Costco.
Oh yeah,
or BJ's or Sam's.
That nigga was out. Nigga was cutting hair. That nigga was. I'd be mad to tell a motherfucker do that shit. Why you cut my goddamn hair,
bruh?
Nigga, zeke your shit. You be fucking like, bitch. I'm gonna kill you.
Oh man. ASAP Rocky being locked up, little shit.
Shit, free to rock.
Yeah. That is shit. I hope you get out. I hope you get your proper justice, cause that shit fucked up. And I hope you learn something. So there is a festival in Detroit called Afrofest, and they were charging white people double to come to the festival. Afro Future Fest is an Afrocentric music and arts festival. Opening ticket sales were $10 for people of color and $20 for non-people of color. After the event was widely publicized, and you know, it's all debates on social media and all of that. Some were here for it and some thought it was racist. The organizers explained that the prices were based on the idea of equitable access to festivals, which they said are often prohibited because black people can't afford them. They said that the events were designed for marginalized brown and black communities so they can easily have access to cultural things. But unfortunately, when things like this happen, people who are basically culture vultures, have money and class, aka white people, buy up all the tickets. They said that the cheapest tickets are bought and then people resell them, where the people in the community really can't afford it and shit, right? They said that black and brown people deserve access to quality events in their city, and it isn't fair when things happen in their city and they can't be a part of it because they don't have the collective wealth to do so. This was very polarizing for me. Because, and just to wrap that up, the tickets are now $20 for everybody. So they fucked it up for everybody. So now all the tickets $20. But this was very polarizing for me because on one end, I'm like if you being fair about the shit, like the shit is kind of fucked up. Cause it is kind of racist. However, on the flip side of that, I totally 100% understand why they did it. Like, I 100% understand why they did it. But if the shit was flipped, and that's why it's polarizing to me, because if the shit was flipped, we'd be having a fucking baby about that shit.
That's a fact. But that's just a part of the common theme that gets done to black people, right? So like, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun type of deal. You know what I mean? Like, and this is that fucking on steroids, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've doing the same thing to y'all that y'all done to us for years and fucking centuries of doing, you know what I mean? Like, so, I mean, you ain't gotta come, you know what I mean? Like, that's the beauty of it. Like, you ain't gotta spend your money with us, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, we appreciate it if you did, but we don't have to. This isn't for you, you know what I mean? Like, it's an Afro Fest, meaning that it's for African American people. You know what I mean? Like, and again, us being who we are, we're super welcoming and we're making strides to have you come in. But I mean, if you don't want to come, just don't spend the $20. You know what I mean? Like, and the flip side of that coin, if it was, you know, the shoe on the other foot, then yes, we certainly would be having. But I mean, there's plenty of times where fucking we don't get served and shit, and we couldn't eat at the counters and shit. So the fuck. Like, we're still allowing you to come in. We're just charging you more. You know what I mean? So you charge us for shit. The interest rates on fucking houses have been ridiculously higher for our people than there is other people. So or
Yeah.
white people. So fuck that shit, man. That shit is a fucking concert. This shit is a $10 difference. So if you don't want to come, you gotta fucking, if you about to shit on yourself because of it, shit on yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean?
It's been a lot of discussions, in the past year or two about just black festivals, period. Like, you know, the Roots Festival and other festivals and things like that, or, you know, things where they are, historically black spaces where, you know, we popping. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So they want to be wherever we at. So it's becoming like, even like shit like Afropunk. They were talking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Afropunk, but it's becoming whiter and whiter every year, to the point where, and it's about money and access, right? So if you got money readily available, as soon as the tickets going on sale, you got it.
Right.
You, Amy, all
Friday.
y'all. Right, exactly. And because of the wealth disparity, you know, it is that wait till Friday thing. You know, let me wait till the 1st or the 15th when I get paid or whatever. And by the time you got that shit, you know, it ain't no tickets no more. And then it's Becky and all them with the flower headbands on, having a good ass time listening to Cardi B at the festival.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so like I said, like, I get it. I definitely, you know, get why they did it. What can we do? Do you feel like what can we do to ensure black people more access to black things, or just, I mean, like,
just
things
that.
in
Like,
general?
start throwing our own fucking festivals again. It all goes back to black ownership and black power and all that shit. Shout out to fucking Master P. Heard him on the Breakfast Club this morning, and he self-funded his entire fucking movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, and is in theaters and doing his own thing, which he's been doing. He's been very independent his entire career.
He's like the godfather of that, and like black movies.
He was a fucking, that nigga had a 90-10 fucking split, like, before like niggas and shit, before anybody. Like, that
Master
nigga,
P was before Cash Money, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. He was the reason that Cash Money was able to do what they did. You know what I'm saying? And them niggas was beefing. But I mean, it just starts with ownership. You know what I mean? Like, our promoters have to be throwing these festivals. You know what I'm saying? Like, like the fucking Dreamville Fest. I don't know who threw it, but it was J. Cole in North Carolina, so I'm pretty sure he had a large stake in that shit. You know what I mean? So I think you need to make it affordable. You know what I mean? Make it to the point where, like, we can, you know, get acts and I mean, if for the greater good, like, if you need to take something off the top and you don't need to pay a nigga $250,000, if you need to drop your price, like, I would drop my price if I was a superstar, if I was making millions and millions of dollars and shit. If I knew that it was if it was basically FUBU-ish, you know what I'm saying, for us, by us type shit, then I would, you know, cut my price. All right, boom, man, you ain't gotta charge me $100,000. If you ain't I charge y'all niggas $50,000, and to keep the ticket prices down. Like, you know, like Kevin Durant, like, his sneakers with Nike, like, a part of his deal is that they're only going to be a certain amount of money. They won't exceed a certain amount, because he wants them to be feasible and affordable for kids, you know, that came from DC and PG County that didn't have all that money. You know what I mean? So I think it starts there, like, just realizing.
But how do you ensure that that they're not, the tickets and things like that are not immediately bought up by, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
The white people. Like,
I don't know.
It's
like,
hard.
I mean, you have to, you can't put in your demographic information, like, are you black, white, or, you know what I mean? Because at the same time, like, I don't feel like I know a lot of cool white people, as we always know, but and that like rap, so I don't want to, like, marginalize them and say, like, hey, white people, you can't come. But, like,
that's what I'm saying.
I know. I don't know how to do that shit.
I'm with you. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you do? Because, again, regardless of what y'all may think,
and put your,
we like white people. We just don't like devils.
Before you purchase this ticket, and then you can get this. I don't know. That shit is difficult. That's a great question.
That goes into discrimination and shit like that, and that's my area. What I do, like, you can't really do that. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. I'm not smart.
It's hard, but I get the whole conundrum, like, 1000%. Like, I get it. Yeah. Like, I get it. And I don't know, y'all. Maybe we gotta look like shit boring. Like, we can only stop posting shit.
Try that.
Like, if we stop posting shit, they won't think it's the place to be.
Black folks ain't never been born.
But you know, we flashy, so we got shit.
Yeah, we ain't had shit, so we gonna let you know we got some.
Exactly, man. That's crazy. Afro-Future Fest charging white people double is little shit.
Hey, it's lit.
It's lit.
Overcharging y'all niggas for what y'all did.
To the cold crush.
And slavery. and great grandma.
Oh Oh man, great grandma now. Real quick. KeKe Wyatt pregnant with her 10th child by her third
That pussy
husband.
some goddamn, you know what I mean? Boy,
That's some loosey goosey.
that fucking pussy is, you goddamn, boy, you can't fart in that you can't fart around her. She gonna goddamn soak it up. Goddamn.
Listen, can't nobody like kids that damn much.
Nah,
Like
hell no.
10, and they all young. Like, they like right behind each other.
Them niggas is crazy.
I don't even think she have like, KeKe Wyatt keeps saying she like 35, 36. Ain't no way KeKe Wyatt 35, 36. KeKe Wyatt was singing before we went to school. Like
Yeah,
KeKe Wyatt gotta be in the 40s, but I don't know. I feel like she been lying about her age. But like, I think the kids got something to do with how well she sing. Like maybe she gotta be pregnant.
Actually,
sing or
I used to watch her show, her crazy ass. I forgot what
Hollywood
show it was. No,
Divas?
maybe it wasn't her show.
R&B
She was like R&B, yeah, R&B Divas. Or some
I
shit.
used to watch that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I used to watch that shit. And she said
She
that like
crazy.
every time she had a baby, she would like lose an octave on her voice. You know what I mean? Which is
But
crazy.
that bitch should be hoarse by now.
That bitch nasty. That just shows you the power of her fucking voice, because that motherfucker can sing like a motherfucker. I know.
No,
I
that
think
bitch
she got
can't
them crazy
sing.
eyes and shit. So she might like be
No,
when
she
when the
crazy.
nigga be hitting her, she might be looking crazy and shit. Like she got them crazy eyes and then she like a siren. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know the story of Odysseus and shit, that nigga got lost on the island of the sirens and shit. And for like 7 years, because the bitches was singing good. So I think she probably be singing to a nigga while he be in that pussy, and then nigga just be letting it loose. And then she get pregnant soon as. Like I think she get pregnant like
bruh,
it ain't
if I was her nigga, I wouldn't even drink off. We wouldn't even be drinking off the same straw.
That's a fact.
Like,
That's a fact. Like,
fuck
bitch,
you mean?
you need your own cup, ma'am.
right.
You need your own
Kissing
car.
on the cheek.
Okay.
right.
The fuck?
Hey,
We are not
wipe off
driving
the
together.
toilet
Nothing.
seat. Wipe off the toilet seat with
That's a
bleach every
fact.
time. We don't
That
need
bitch.
shit going on here, bro. Like, hey, listen. I know we had this conversation, and I always go back to like the future conversation where we have like different opinions on that shit. But I feel like at a certain amount of kids, there is no way you can properly. I don't care how much
She's
it's
37.
not
Her
about
birthday,
money.
March 10th, 1982.
Yeah, that's what it say. That I don't feel like there's no way that you can provide the proper love, attention, and care as a mother or a father to 10 fucking kids. Like, somebody gonna get left out.
No, that's not true. I mean, niggas been doing that
You
shit
don't
for
think
years.
so?
Like, nigga, yo, like, we, niggas,
All right, let's talk about it.
motherfuckers
Because you about
had
to,
kids.
it's a
I know
bunch of
motherfuckers-
fucked up
my
kids
man,
in the family too.
My cousin and them, they not by blood, but, my wife cousin and them, there's 16, like, of them. And they all super duper fucking close. Like, and they all, like, they mama did a great, like, their mama started having kids when she was, like, 14. You know what I'm saying? 15.
All right.
And all them
All
niggas
right.
was like,
So all of them got good jobs? Ain't nobody locked up.
I wouldn't say all of them ain't got good
Ain't
jobs.
nobody got mental health issues.
Nah.
Everybody's successful.
I mean, they all right. They living. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They ain't like fucking no CEOs and no shit, but they ain't nobody fucked up.
But
like
that's
that.
what I'm saying. Like,
That
like
don't
with
mean.
that
I mean,
many
this
kids,
nigga
you
with
can't divide
one
your-
parent. I mean, one kid that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think just because you have multiple children that you like.
How
doing
many
a
kids is
disservice.
too many? How many kids is too many? Or it ain't
depends
no.
on how shit. For me, 3. Like, I got 3. I'm good. But like, I can't really say that. I mean, like, honestly, now I'd be like, kind of like, damn, I kind of want another kid. But like, I mean, shit.
Really?
I mean, I'd love to have a huge family. Like, I don't have, like, I got a big ass family, but anyway, it's another story. But like, I was raised as the only child, so it'd be awesome to have like multiple siblings and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that I was raised with, that I'm close with and shit. So, I mean, shit. If I don't know, I can't put.
I feel like as a human, you only have but so much time. It's only but so much time in a day. You got 10 different personalities. You got to make sure you're providing the equal amount. You tired with 3 kids? Think about having 10 of them bitches, and you got to make sure that you're helping all of them with homework. You got to make sure you're giving all of them the attention that they need. You got to make sure all of them doing right in school. You got to make sure that all of them are fed. You got to make sure all of them are clothed. You got to make sure that 1 kid is a lot. 2 kids are a lot. 10 kids.
I mean, you ain't
like
got no kids, so you just.
Behind.
I mean, like, you know what I mean? People
Well,
really
I
love
had
kids,
sisters
you
and
know what I mean?
brothers.
So,
like I had sisters
I know
and
my
brothers,
threshold
and I
in
know
my
how I
life.
had to chip in.
But
I know how I had to chip in with the 4 of us. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason why I don't have kids. Like,
I mean, yeah.
I know how people have to
But
chip
you made
in.
it though. Like you made it. Y'all niggas.
I made it because I wanted to get the fuck up out of
But
there.
all of y'all made it. Y'all niggas is alive. Y'all niggas is a big family,
Alive
loving
is
family,
the
and all that shit.
bare
Y'all
minimum,
niggas is alright.
bruh.
Like it could be worse. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Of course, shit could be worse. I just don't feel like I
So
just
do you think
feel
any
like,
of your children, like your siblings, lacked for anything, like emotionally or shit like that?
I felt like I of course you always had that black sheep. You always had that child that feel like they didn't get whatever it is that they were supposed to do. Your family being close don't have nothing to, well, I can't say it don't have nothing to do,
Definitely does.
but that doesn't mean, and you didn't have siblings. So again, you don't understand my perspective.
True.
I probably don't understand your perspective because you have kids, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got different types of attention than my brother got. My brother got types of attention that I wish I would have got and I didn't get. One of my sisters feel like, oh, like I'm the person, like, you know, maybe you didn't think about doing certain things with. Everybody got first of all, humans are dynamic.
Yeah,
and it takes a lot to provide one human what they need. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this could be a class of 10 kids. It don't even have to be your kids. You know what I mean? Like, just provide, it could be adults. Like, you could be a manager of 10 adults. Like, at a certain point in time, you're not going to be able to divide shit equally. You're just going to have to, you know, just like parents, I'm sure you don't have a lot of siblings, but I'm sure
I actually have a
you
lot
done
of
heard parents say, well, I'm saying that you grew up with.
Yeah, I got
You hear parents, you know, you'll hear parents, say things like, well, this is my such and such child. You know what I mean? Like, I know this child need more attention than the other ones because they more self-sufficient. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, this my child, she need a lot of hugs, or this my child, they real independent. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't have to give them a lot. You know what I'm saying? So you have to base like your parenting style based on that child. But is that child so independent because they maybe didn't get certain shit? And maybe this child's a spoiled ass brat because you put all of your attention or a good bulk of your attention into that child. You know what I'm saying? Like me, like I got all the academic attention. I got all the sports attention. I got all of that attention. Like I know you're going to do what you're supposed to do, whatever. You know what I'm saying? My brother, he got different type of attention. He never graduated school. He went out. He was the only boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he got like a different type of attention, but you right. I don't have kids. I 100% wouldn't have 10 kids, but you have a full-fledged career and 10 kids. That just seemed like a lie. It seemed like somebody going to be missing something, bro. It just seemed like that.
Possibly.
It seemed like
But
somebody
at the same
gonna
time,
miss
she could
something.
be, like, super loving. I know she I remember like from the show, she used to have her kids everywhere she went most of the time. Like, you know what I mean? Had a sprint and shit. So, I mean, you gotta figure it out. Like, motherfuckers, it's a whole lot of motherfuckers, especially with us, like our people, we used to have a whole bunch of fucking kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas be having a whole bunch of, like, my granddad and them niggas had, it was 12 of them, you know what I'm saying? And at that time,
they needed help on farms and shit.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. They needed help with the farm and shit.
But I mean, shit.
Hey, shout out to you. Shout out to anybody with more than 3 kids. Like, shout out to you. Just shout out to your nerves.
Kids, period.
No, for real. Definitely shout out to people with kids. But you know what I'm saying? Joke. Like, I'm like 3, maybe 4. Like, that just seemed like capacity, because it's people with one kid that's just like, oh my fucking god.
But it's still dope though, because like you see them, you know, have milestones and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, see, my older son is reading exceptionally well. My daughter, like, she, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain things that like make it all worthwhile. Like, it'd be a lot. You know what I'm saying? You'd be needing your breaks, but like, you know, I mean, with anything, it's goods and bads. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
The goods certainly outweigh the bad with kids, and I hope it continues. You know what I mean? But like, you know, if you do a good job, you know, like, it'll yield positive results and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's still the fruit from your tree.
And you gotta be a good parent.
You try your best. That's all you
like
can
a
do.
good
You know what I'm
parent.
saying? That's all parenting is, man. Like, cause I'm still trying to figure out my own personal life. I still, you know what I'm saying? Like, make decisions that I don't know necessarily would be the best, or I try to, but it's just figuring that shit out and doing your very best. You know what I'm saying? And realizing when, you know, when you ain't doing something the best that you should be able to, you know, try to correct that shit. It's just all about self-reflection, because that reflection is going to reflect onto your children, you know what I'm saying, in one way or another. So just trying to do your best, man. That's all parenting is.
Shout out to the parents, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out for y'all level of patience.
Oh, I'm so
shout
impatient.
out shout out to the parents, the good parents out there, because kids don't make you a fucking parent. That just make you somebody who's able to fucking produce kids. Cause it was some fuck shit that went on where this lady, my sister and them had the shit on, was recording the shit, and shit was about to fight the lady and all that shit. But she had her kids like walking, and like a 2-year-old and some other little kids walking in front of her, and the 2-year-old walked down the street, and she picked the fucking 2-year-old up and slammed her on the ground.
Jesus Christ.
And like, it was a whole bunch of people about to fight the lady. Like she was cussing them out. Like, and again, like, the thing that you learn, especially once you get older, is that parents aren't superheroes. They just people who had kids. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, so we be expecting, people with kids to have, like maybe after you have a kid, like something changes in you and all that. That don't happen with everybody. That don't happen with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the good parents out there, cause I do know some good parents, bro. Like, I do know some good parents, out there. Shout out to y'all. So 10 kids is that lit or shit then?
That's lit. I mean, if you like it, I love it. Keep nothing. That pussy fire though. That pussy need to be quarantined.
I can't even imagine. That shit. I would be in a fucking nut house. But shout out to her and all of her kids.
She got multiple sets of multiples too.
I don't know. I just noticed the 10.
Yeah, I know she got cause she a twin. She got a brother that's like, so twins run her family. She got a brother that's a twin brother.
I'm interested to see like the mental health too of these kids, cause she crazy.
She already nuts.
She crazy as a bitch. She crazy. She went to jail for stabbing her first husband. Mm-hmm. She crazy. And even the way she talked to these husbands, she got a type too. She like them light skinned, like soft looking niggas.
Yeah, that last husband, not the one that she had the show with. What's his name?
Michael something.
Yeah,
I remember
Michael
she always
Todd.
used to say his name.
That nigga he was a gay.
And on that note, are you ready to get into Ain't Shit in 2 Cents?
Yeah.
Ain't Shit in 2 Cents is our listener letter segment where we give advice to listeners who clearly don't care about taking advice from people who are not PC at all and drink a lot. So
I'm definitely PC because I was gonna say like a derogatory term, but I didn't. So
because he was less offensive.
Yes.
That's not PC, but that's less offensive. Okay, cool. But this one is actually a fun one, I feel like. This letter is from Sydney G, and it says there are different phases in a relationship. If you are fortunate, you date, you get engaged, and you get married. If you had access to any R&B singers or groups to do performances, who would you pick for your most romantic date? Who would you pick for the night you got engaged? And who would you pick to sing at your wedding?
Oh shit. So I wanted to I definitely I'm a nigga to the fucking core. So like when I got married,
clearly
I wanted our walkout song to be, I wanted when Till came out and shit, I wanted her to come out the Lady by D'Angelo and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
She would not do that shit. This shit pissed me off.
What's wrong with Lady?
I don't know. She just wouldn't do it. She ended up.
I was waiting for you to say some way worse shit. I was expecting you to say some way worse shit.
Hell nah. Lady, but she was like, I'm not fucking coming out the Lady. And I was like, that shit is the hardest, hip hop, R&B, love ballad song ever. She was like, yeah, I'm straight. I think
Lady.
she ended up coming out. What she came up to? I think
Lady
Eric
is a good
Benet.
song though.
Damn. Yeah, she came with the Eric Benet or some shit, which is a dope song, but it won't fucking Lady. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man. And then, I think once we, got married and shit and, did a what's the name? It was like Sign Seal Delivered, I'm Yours type shit. That shit was dope. It was another song, Luke James. I forgot. I don't know what the fuck that was. Luke James, I don't know. It was like one of his first songs.
Popular Luke James song?
I will tell you in a second. But,
was it, Spending My Life? With the Eric Benet jump?
Yeah, Spend My Life with You. That was that.
All
and
right.
I got the shit on my phone. let's see, Luke James. That shit came up right away too. I Want You. That shit was dope. It came out in 2012, same year we got married. But nah, I really wanted to be like, I wanted Jagged Edge. I gotta be one of the greatest songs of all time.
So what group you gonna get, B? To sing at the wedding? Oh,
I definitely had Jagged Edge. That's my favorite group of all time.
Okay.
And then,
so who would you have for at the date?
I would have had fucking D'Angelo, You're My Lady singing at the fucking engagement shit, like how Brian McKnight was when fucking Martin.
Martin. I knew you were about to say Martin and shit.
In the cut with the piano and shit, like, you know, with the little keep the shit in the cut. And what was the other one?
It's the date, then you get engaged. You didn't say the date. You said the engaged and the wedding.
The date. I would have had some Hov shit playing. Like Hov would have had to been in there, like playing
on the romantic date.
Excuse me. Boom, nigga. What's your name? That would have been fire.
That's cool. That would have been cool. But this person said R&B singers. They didn't say what artist would you have.
Singing R&B.
What R&B singer would you have on the romantic date?
Shit. Brian McKnight. Hey, Brian McKnight will fuck some shit up too now. Goddamn. Yeah, I'd have Brian McKnight. Shout out Sharice. Sharice love fucking Brian McKnight. Some of us used to love Brian McKnight. But Brian, have a little Brian. You know what I'm saying? Have a little Brian on the romantic date. And then when I get engaged, have a little D'Angelo in the back with the doom. Doom, 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 doom. Hey, that was that shit, man. That was one of the best harmonies. If you listen to how that song is recorded, because I know how music is recorded, because I've seen it so many times. Like, it was recorded incredibly dope. Because, like, his shit was, like, if you hear it, how layered it is, like, his fucking, like, background tracks, it was fucking amazing. That shit is a piece of art. And then definitely gotta be for getting married. Shit, even though I've been through damn near all this and none of that shit happened. That's the way I would have liked it. But if I had shit my way, and if I get married again, that's how the fuck it's going down. But I ain't getting married.
Don't be saying it like that. You gonna get your ass.
This is one stop.
You gonna get your ass fucked up on Thursday playing. Stop playing.
This shit ain't nigga. I ain't getting married again. This shit get funky. Shit, nigga, it's just gonna be what it is.
I hear that. My admin come in my office telling me she on her 4th marriage, and that shit is some shit. But anyway, I'm like, so I said, I'm not about to down anybody in the admin field, but I mean,
shout out to all the admins. I make sure go around.
They the real leaders of the ship for real. They run everything. I said on a date, I think I would go with like Trey Songz or Jill Scott, cause I want some sex shit, like some R&B. Well, you can play
the Trey Songz Jill Scott song.
True.
That shit just came on last night, as a matter of fact. Like, we were just sitting in the bed watching TV and shit, and that shit came up. That shit was hard.
I would have like some shit like that. If I got engaged, I said it'd be like some Neo or Miguel. I had Neo or Miguel.
Oh, I forgot about my nigga.
Yeah, I had Neo or Miguel. And then I said,
what song? You gotta get a song though. You can't.
No, I'm having them sing the whole album. Look, I paid for the whole album.
They singing the whole Candle in the Sun.
Yeah, hell yeah! Like I'm getting the whole thing. You the one had only one song. That was on your budget.
That's true. Yeah, them niggas expensive.
You the one downgraded your free dream. I'm having them motherfuckers sing the whole time. This is a private concert.
They gonna be loud, but you gonna be trying to talk and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I know you already. What we need to talk for? We just enjoying this show that I got
date,
connection
to. First date, is it the first date, or is it like a date that you established date, like the first time you about to get some, like you trying to fuck?
It said your most romantic date. That's what the person has here. Your most romantic date. So if you having a most romantic date, I'm assuming you've been fucking with somebody for a while and y'all not just fucking, cause why is you doing romance?
Like the first time fucking, like, you know what I mean? Like, first date, like, you know you about to get some pussy now. Like, yeah, nigga. Goddamn Trey. Hit it.
People who do too much on first dates weird me out.
Huh?
Like, you seem like a psychopath. Like, I know somebody who rented out a rented out
I ain't talking about fucking on the first date. I'm saying the first time you get some pussy, because like typically.
Oh no, I thought you were saying the first date. Period.
Oh
like,
no,
just on the first date.
Nigga,
first date.
I'm not bringing Trey Songz to the first date. Bitch.
Oh,
We going
that's
to
what
Chili's.
I was like, that's creepy, bro. Like
we going to Chili's. You Trey Songz ain't coming to Chili's. The fuck?
2 for $20.
Yeah, bitch. You better get a salad. The fuck? You're not getting Trey Songz. The fuck?
I was like, that's creepy to me.
Hell no, nigga. Trey Songz pop up on the first date like, hey, how you doing? My name's Brandon. Nice to meet you. Trey Songz with me. The what? Nah, I'm straight. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm about to dip.
I'm cool. I'm cool. But at my at the wedding, it would have to be like Boys II Men or Jagged Edge. I feel like.
Yeah, I can fuck with it.
Yeah, Jagged Edge just been Jagged Edge.
Like, yeah, man.
They been
Promise,
all
man.
the
Oh, my nigga Carl.
Let's get married.
Carl Thomas though. Carl.
Yeah, but how many songs you really got? Oh, I forgot. You only doing one song. You only paying for one song.
Carl and goddamn D'Angelo. They ain't got but like 6 songs a piece together, right, so we can do a little medley on the. Yeah, Carl gotta be there. He gotta do emotional. That's my shit.
And Summer Rain.
Oh yeah, but it's gonna be wintertime.
You get married in the winter?
Yeah, you can't. No, we get engaged in the wintertime and then we're gonna get married in the summer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't get married when it's
I'm
cold.
gonna just pay him a little bit now and then pay him a little later. Like you gotta show up for the back end in the summertime.
Oh man, hey, thanks for the question.
Yeah, it was dope. Man. Appreciate you, Sadie. What's her name? Sadie.
Sydney.
Oh, you think you from House Party?
Is that?
Won't that Gina? Her name was Sydney, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah. That's crazy.
Who's named Sydney in fucking 2019?
I know a rack of Sydneys. That's crazy. You know a rack of Ursulas, and I know Sydneys. Like
I've never met a Sydney.
You don't know no Sydneys?
Mm-mm.
The girl we was just talking about, where I said we went to go celebrate her 21st birthday, her name's Sydney. Like I know at least 4 Sydneys.
Right.
And 0 Ursulas.
They should have a Princess Sydney.
Princess Sydney.
Is she from Australia?
True. That is kind of like
you see how I did that?
Yeah, I got you, Sydney, Australia. Mm-hmm. If y'all want any of this great advice that we just gave, write into the ancientshow@gmail.com, and that's the X where the I should be, and your letter may get read on the show. Let's get into some free smoke.
Yeah.
So Free Smoke is where we talk about any hot button personal issues. It can be anything from politics to petty. And today's topic, I feel like this would be a good one. I want to know where B Hill stands. So this topic actually came about because like 2 weeks ago, it was like National UFO Day or National Alien Day or something like that. So the topic of today is, do you believe? So I have a few things here where I want us to talk about it and see if it's something you believe in or not. And if you do, what does it look like, etc. So because UFOs and aliens started off, this stream of consciousness for me, B, do you believe in UFOs and aliens?
Yeah. You'd be a fool to think that we are the only, like, we know for a fact there are, 9 other planets? I don't know.
Right. They be coming and going. Like what you learned in school, that should be different now.
Yeah, I think they said we'll be able to see Saturn too. I think Saturn is like.
Didn't Pluto leave?
Yeah, Pluto's not.
Then Pluto quit the Union.
Not a planet any longer. Like how the fuck is it not a planet? Like what type of shit? Who the fuck?
Hey, they never knew. They never knew they space lease.
White people are fucking nuts. You motherfuckers just gonna say like, nah, we straight. Like you know what? Pluto, I don't think it's a planet anymore. What the fuck you mean? Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, so however many planets it is, I don't know, 9, 10, 7, 4, whatever white people decide.
You need to know because you're gonna be doing some solar systems dioramas.
I know, that's crazy because I would wake my son up because he knows that my son is like incredibly smart. Like he has no fucking common sense. Like you could tell him to pick up some shit and that bitch will look around like 90 places, but you ask him like, what's the square root of fucking 72 at 6 years old? And he can tell you shit is the weirdest fucking thing in the world. But he knows, my point is, he knows like it's some game on his fucking iPad and the nigga was nasty with the goddamn solar system. Like, oh, boom, this is this. I'm like, how the fuck do you know this 6-year-old son of mine that I don't know any of this shit? Nigga smart as hell, yo. I'm telling you, like, the nigga is super goddamn smart. Like,
who he get it from?
Ridiculously
His
smart.
Mama?
You say what?
You get it from you or his mama?
he acts, he's smart. Like his mom is I think he's got my smarts. His mom's like really common. She's smart too, but her common sense is like, she pick up on shit like, and that's how Dream is. So, but, and she like Dream can boom, like she can read shit, like she know, like she can pick up on conversations. She can just like nuance. She's really nasty with that
social
shit.
cues and shit.
Yeah, so Tiff has definitely got that. But yeah, anyway, he can answer all that shit. But getting back to the original question.
Right.
I definitely believe that there are aliens and other life forms, because I'd be an idiot to think that because we know at least 9 planets or however many, that it has to be some type of fucking life form. We're not the only one. And I believe God is so ill that, like, okay, so I just made all these planets. Like, he's not as vain as, I couldn't be as vain to think that we're the only living organism. There's too much shit here that's living to not think that something else
shit that
living.
we discover here.
Yeah.
That we
like,
had
nigga,
discovered
the ocean
before.
is the fucking, that shit is like deep. That shit is
That's the
space.
sea in the south.
Hell yeah. That shit is definitely
space in the south.
South space. Like that shit, man, that shit go to the fucking, it's to the point where it's mad shit that ain't no light and shit. I'm a nerd in terms of that. Like I love watching like Animal Planet and all type of crazy Discovery Channel and shit. So like, yeah, hell nah. Nigga, it's all type, we still discovering shit to this day. So,
to this day. I believe that too. Like, I just feel like, for me, it does not even, it isn't even limited to these however many planets we haven't discovered, if it is yet 8 or 9 or 10 or however.
Yeah,
I just feel like the universe itself is so fucking vast. It's a bunch of shit that we don't even know about. It ain't even gotta be on these planets that we know of.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
It's like multiple universes. I believe in multi-universes and all that shit. Hell yeah.
Like the whole shit, like when I think about space, right? When I think about space itself, like it fucking, I have to stop thinking about it, cause it gets to a point where I can't wrap my mind around it.
Yeah, it's nothing tangible.
Yeah, so I have to stop thinking about it. You know what I mean? I'm like, not like that shit just crazy because the shit's
other
so
planets
big.
have mad moons and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we got one moon, like Saturn got like 9 moons. Like the fuck, hell yeah. Like
I don't know exactly. So one thing I don't necessarily believe that aliens per se look how we depict them.
Oh, that's a fact.
But I do believe that there is life. I don't know exactly about like the covertness of it all. You know what I mean? Like they coming down like these spaceships and shit, and then they leave and shit. You know what I mean? Like that part is a little bit iffy on how exactly that part works. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas say they seen aliens. A lot of people say they haven't. You know what I'm saying? Like we know Area 54 and Roswell and all that shit. Like the government got some shit.
Oh yeah.
They got some people. And I call them people cause I don't know, aliens, I guess. But I'm interested to see like what they look like, because like when I think about humans, right? Like the human body is so crazy how the whole thing works and what happens.
Yep.
And even goes back to how we breathe, and you breathe without, it's unintentional. Like it just happens.
Yeah, it's just,
you know what I'm saying? How all of the
it's like
nerves
blinking.
right.
Involuntary.
Like, yes, it's all of that.
Nigga,
or
the
like,
skin is ill. Like just the fucking, like you're like a keloid. Like your body thinks that some shit ain't healed like properly, so it continues to like heal, and then the cells form up over that shit is wild. Like,
bruh, think about how you make another fucking human.
Hell yeah.
Something come out of your nuts, go into a chick, and then y'all incubate a whole fucking baby for 10 months. And then a human pops out of the vagina of another human. That shit is wild. So like just thinking about like us and how we are, and like to us, this is regular because it's us, right? Like we eliminate waste. Like we go to the bathroom. There are stations where we go to eliminate all of the shit that's inside of us. Everybody does it. You know what I mean?
Everything does it.
Yeah, right.
Every living thing like has excrement and shit. You know what I mean?
Right. So it's just like, I don't understand like how a person cannot believe that there is life somewhere else.
Yeah, that's
now.
A fact.
Are they little green men with big eyes? I don't know about all that, but I do 100% believe that there is life outside of us. I feel like, you know, I don't know the intellect level. It could be some motherfuckers that on another fucking planet that's looking at us like, y'all are fucking archaic as a bitch. Like they far advanced and shit. You know what I'm
Superman
saying?
out there. That nigga on Krypton.
True.
Through that bitch.
What about black magic and voodoo? You believe in that shit?
I'm from Louisiana. I was born in Louisiana. That shit is official tissue. That niggas, that root shit, all that shit, hell yeah. Niggas just do that shit like, yeah, hell yeah. Like herbs and shit, like all that herbs and like niggas, like especially slaves and shit and people of the earth, which we are. Like, hell yeah, that shit is definitely real. Like people used to make up concoctions and shit to abort babies and you know what I mean? Like all that shit is like black magic. Hell yeah, put a root on your ass and put a hair in, what's that shit? Like you put a hair, take somebody's hair and put it in the backyard, or bury somebody's dog
they
in the
got
backyard.
all that type of shit. I know, men, especially like older men in my family who will not eat spaghetti.
Oh yeah. Period blood.
They will
and shit.
not eat. Yeah. Like they will not eat spaghetti. Like, you know,
Nigga, you done
we
ate
talking
some
about,
pussy, though.
we talking about old niggas cause everybody fucking eats spaghetti.
Yeah, that's on the day. Some bakes on that shit. And I made it though, so.
I think it's crazy because, you know, like you see shit where like it's some people who just can't get right.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like people
niggas,
just can't get right.
Niggas be having some, they draws and buried in the back of some hoes' houses. That's a fact.
That's why I don't want to never piss nobody off.
Yeah, take your hair
from Louisiana and shit.
Like them damn beads and shit niggas be wearing, all that shit. Yeah, I believe in all that shit. That shit
this same admin, she's a character. This same admin come in my office. She's white, of course. Telling me how she make voodoo dolls for fun and sell them on fucking eBay. I was like, so like, do you believe? Cause I need to know if I need to kick you the fuck out of my office, but nicely.
I was about to say, you don't want to kick her out. Just tell her,
I was just like, yeah, like I need to know if I really need to stop fucking with you, like, unless I really need to.
That bitch
she was
on
like,
fourth marriage. She
she was just like, all her marriage has been real fucked up. So maybe somebody got some voodoo shit on her.
Yeah.
But she was just like, no, I don't believe in any of that. I just think they're fun. Appropriation at its finest. I think they're fun. So I just make them and I sell them online and I put on there that they're only for fun purposes because I don't believe in any of that and I don't, from doing any of that. So you basically make dolls and shit. And sell them online and shit. But I was just like, nah, I don't deal in any of the black arts. None of them. I leave that alone. I don't need to know no more than I know.
Demons
like,
is real.
Even when we were like when we went to, Mardi Gras and shit earlier this year, whatever, and you know that shit heavy and just like off some
just
tourist
the city
shit.
of New Orleans is like, you can just feel the weirdness and shit, like the spookiness of it. That shit is hell yeah. I mean, dead slaves in that bitch.
Right, but even like the places that were basically like appeasing the tourists, like gift shops and shit like that with like voodoo dolls and shit like that. No, I'm not going in there. Yeah. The shit is called Voodoo Magic. That's the name of the store.
Nigga,
like I'm not going in there.
I won't goddamn say Candyman 3 times in the bathroom by myself. Fuck you talking about? And that shit, he was in New Orleans. Like that movie scared the fuck out of me. Hell no, nigga. I won't. I guarantee you niggas won't go in the bathroom and do Bloody Mary. And
hey, bro,
I will not.
Let me tell you what we used to do.
Call me soft, pussy, all that shit. I don't give a fuck.
Pussy.
I did that shit twice. Like I said it twice because the third time ran out the bathroom.
See, I swear, this is why
I thought the mirror broke. I swear to God.
Look, this is the pros and cons about growing up with siblings, right? You grew up as the only child, so you didn't have the luxury of niggas locking you in the bathroom, throwing water and saying Candyman or saying Bloody Mary and locking you in the dark ass bathroom and you panicking. Like,
I did.
Like that's what siblings do to each other.
That shit was self-induced. Like I used to do that shit and like, that shit was, I used to throw the water and shit. I did that shit like Bloody Mary. And dip, like close the door and shit. Get scared and say, "Oh, what the fuck wrong with you slamming my goddamn door?"
Bruh.
Bloody Mary, bitch was on me.
She was on my back. Hey, I don't even do, you know, like they sell like Ouija boards and shit. And like Mattel making Ouija boards and shit. I don't do none of that.
I'm cool. I believe in all that shit.
None of that. And y'all know I watch a lot of horror movies. A lot of horror movies are based in some type of, lore or, legend or something like, or even like real shit that actually happened. So that should be crazy.
Shout out to you on that note, lore. What the fuck? What other podcast you gonna get the motherfuckers say lore and excrement?
Right, and excrement. What about excrement that came up a couple times because ASAP was getting excrement thrown on him.
Oh
yeah. Fecal matter.
Fecal.
On that, how you feel about ghosts and spirits? You believe?
I believe all that shit, yo. Like that shit is definitely for real. Like that shit, spirits and demons and all that shit. Yeah, hell yeah. Demons possess things. Like I be careful of what I take from other motherfuckers and shit because them shits will possess that and you bring it in your home and then that shit is. You know what I mean? Like, I know for a fact, like, niggas that used to have pistols and dirty pistols and shit, them shits used to be, like, I know for a fact them shits had demons and shit and, like, negative spirits on them shits. Like I said, I used to have a wild life, so I seen all type of crazy shit that happened and shit. And, yeah, I believe in all that shit, my nigga. Like, that's why I pray when I wake up, when I go to sleep. You know what I mean? Like, word up.
So here's the funny thing about, like, we've been talking about, like, me investing in property, but me buying a house for myself and shit. Like, and I was just like, I was talking about, buying, I either want like a brand new house, like I'm the first motherfucker to live in that bitch, or I want like a house where, shit might cost like 100,000. I put like 100,000 in the joint to get it however I want the shit, or 200,000 or whatever to get the joint how I want the joint. But I'm just like, I just don't, you know what I mean? Like, the energy of other people and the other shit that went on, like, in that house, I feel like spirits and ghosts and shit, like, be trapped and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, shit that go on, like, that's all energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, energy can't be created or destroyed, so that energy gotta go somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And that's the shit. And like I've told y'all on this podcast a few times, like, about my dad and shit, like, and he used to tell us like all this shit. He grew up in like the country and shit, where kids went out and played in the woods and shit, talking about all the shit he's seen now. Probably 50% of that shit was a lie, cause he just made up shit like that. But, some of that shit, he had motherfuckers co-sign on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this what we saw. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but, this what I saw. I've had other people, like, tell me certain shit. I'm just like, I definitely believe in, like, I watch a lot of scary movies. I can do, like, as far as, like, horror movies and shit, I can do murderers. I can do all that shit. And anything that you can kill, I'm cool. When you talk about, like, fucking ghosts and spirits and shit like that, they possess people, they haunt people, they, you know what I mean? Like that shit.
Nah. I remember there's a girl, I went to this, the exorcism of Emily Rose, and I was like,
shout out to the exorcism of Emily Rose.
Do not shout out to that. Fuck that demonic Satan ass shit. Like, I remember watching that shit and like, the bitch had started talking in tongues, and I used to go with this girl at the time. We went to the movies and shit, and I started covering my ears and shit, and like start praying and shit. She was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I was like, "Hey,
this date is over.
I'm protecting us. Like, nigga, we are fucking
I'm covering
anointed.
My ears.
Fuck out of here." I started praying and covering my ears. Like, fuck out of here.
At a movie though, where it was a whole bunch of people on set. Hey,
nigga, I don't give a shit. That shit, for real. It's a lot of fact and a lot of fiction too. Fuck this shit.
Hey, on that note, do you believe in heaven and or hell?
Yes, I do. I think that shit crazy because me and Tiff, my wife, just had this conversation like Saturday, I think. Because we were looking at the clouds, and she was like, "You think it's heaven and hell?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." But I think heaven is, I think your soul ascends to a certain place, and then if you believe in heaven, you definitely believe in hell. But I believe, if you overall have, I don't think it's what like people perceive it to be, like you go ascend like into the sky. Yeah, like I don't think it's like you just go to the damn and knock on the door. You know what I'm saying? Like how they say it in the Bible. But I think it's like I think it's a mind state, and I think it's like I think your soul goes somewhere because you definitely have a soul. And I think depending on how you live your life, not necessarily like by the Christian laws or whatever laws, like I feel like if 85% of you was an overall good person, I think you would go and be with your family, because I believe, like if you look back in old African history, like we don't necessarily do they don't speak about heaven or hell per se, but it's like when you leave this physical life, you go and kick it with your ancestors, basically. So like where all your family members are and shit like that, that's where you go, and like I believe your ancestors watching over you, and those are your spirits and your angels and shit. So I feel like that is where our body goes, and I also feel that I also feel like, however, whatever you leave behind, not necessarily monetarily, but just the legacy that you leave behind is a part of your heaven and your hell. So like if you're a fucked up person and you leave a bunch of shit in your wake that's fucked up, then that's hell. And then like your people in your lives are, you know, subjugated to live in that same hell. And then same with heaven, you know what I mean? Like I feel like it's what you did lasting legacy on this earth, and then like once you ascend to whatever, that's the lasting impression that you leave on the earth. So that's kind of like my shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy that you said that, because we just had that conversation.
Now I think we're aligned very much on like the heaven and hell. Like I feel like you can't have one without the other. Like you can't say you believe in heaven.
There's too many parallels in life. You know what I'm saying? For it not to be.
You know, you gotta have that. And it goes back to the same statement I made about energy can't be created or destroyed. So I feel like, you know, that energy goes somewhere. It is. And I feel like when we go back to like the ghost shit, I feel like it is people that's stuck in like purgatory.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? That's trying to get out or you know, like whatever the case may be.
Souls and shit,
yeah. So like I'm with you. Like I don't feel like I feel like people have like, in order to wrap their head around it, like heaven is like a place, like it's literally clouds and above us and all of this shit is really where your spirit, you know, reconnects with your family and all of that. But I also believe like our spirits go in other places too, and go into other people and I
believe in reincarnation too.
Yeah, all of that shit. Like I feel like, you know, how you live your life.
Shit, yo. Like I believe, not to cut you off, but I believe in a lot of that shit. Like I believe in Christianity, I believe in Islam, like I believe in Buddhist, like I believe in a lot of like the principles. Because if you look, like I had this book a long time ago, like it was the parallels and the commonalities of all religions, and the shit basically said the same fucking thing in different ways, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's all fucking the same, you know what I'm saying? Like,
listen, everything, what people gotta realize is that man has to find a way to make sense of things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so you have these different religions where I feel like, a lot of them have the same principles. And like you said, you've already read the books and shit about it, but just what I know about the different religions, like they have the same principles. The only thing is, that's why I believe in spirituality and not really religion. Right. Cause somebody wrong.
Yeah.
So
and it's all human interpretation.
Right. And so if you're following these steps, cause that's all religion is, here are the steps to get to this place. You know what I'm saying? Like, here are the steps. Now, everybody got different steps to try to get to this same place. Right. That's why I'm just like, you be a good person. You know, you do unto others as you want them to do unto you. You know, you do all those things. You just be a good fucking person, like, and you good. But if you think, you know, the act of, you know, man-made religion, because religion was made to control. A lot of religion was made to control. You know what I'm saying? And all roads lead to slavery. You know, they changed a lot to control people. And you know, when we came over here, all we had was faith. Cause we didn't know what the fuck was going on. All we had was faith to hold on to. And all you know is God ain't gonna let me go through this for so long. You know what I'm saying? God, like, there's a higher power that's you know, looking over me. And I believe all of that. You know what I'm saying? I believe all of that. And I believe in reincarnation, just like you do. And the thing about it is, like, when we talk about the heaven and hell thing, like, when I say shit like, listen, I don't wish death on nobody. However, everybody ain't good people. Like, some people are the devil. Like, some people are demons. Like,
absolutely.
Donald Trump is a demon. Like, that's not a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something else.
And you
like,
hate filled, and when hate is the overall
the ammunition
of you,
for you.
That's the devil.
That's the devil. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that, you know, that's one of the things, like, my mom, and of course, shout out to my mom again. It's her birthday.
Happy birthday. Older. How old your mom?
Know, she's 61.
Oh, okay. Dope.
She turned 61 today. But, you know, like, with like my mom or whatever, like the things my mom is when people get older, they get closer and closer to God and what they want to do, and all of that, and she's no different. That's how she going, and she be on her like, what would Jesus do? I'm just like, but mom, like, everybody ain't a child of God. Like you can't be
gotta handle people accordingly.
Right. You gotta handle people accordingly. And I really do believe, that some people ain't people of God. Some people are demons. And if you believe in, you believe in heaven and hell, you gotta know that there are demons out here and people become possessed. I'm not saying that people can't change or get exorcised and get up out of them, but it's some shit. Yeah. Let's leave it on a positive note. Do you believe in manifesting your destiny?
Yes, I definitely do. I feel like God equips you with the tools to, I think we all have a destiny. And I think God.
You think it's already predetermined?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I feel like it is written. Like we all have an expiration date. And I think that you can also manifest your own destiny in the same, because we have free will. Like Jesus died for us. If you believe in that, like Jesus died for us to have our own free will. And,
right.
I believe that I believe we all have a destiny, and I feel like God puts in our lives the tools and the pathways and the vehicles to get to that destiny that he has for us. However, I feel like free will, being what it is, allows us to go off track and alter our own path, which ultimately sometimes would lead to destruction prior to our expiration date, that I think that he has, set for us. So I believe a combination of the two. I feel like you have you definitely have a destiny. I feel like, and God has a plan for everybody. But I feel like through the free will, people will circumvent that and get in our own way. And then, lead to their deaths and shit. So,
yeah. I definitely believe in manifesting your destiny. I think that, God and the universe and energy is all the same thing. I feel like, there are, whatever you want, you can get it. I feel like whatever you want to be, you can be it.
Yep.
But you gotta want it. And I feel like, God, the universe, energy, again, however you classify it, will make a way for that to happen. If you make the steps towards that.
Yeah.
And if you really believe it, I feel like what you believe and what you're willing to work for will definitely happen. The only problem happens is where sometimes people, see that as being hard, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. And I definitely believe like it's like the butterfly effect as well. You know what I'm saying? Like it's little things that can alter your whole life. It's conversations that you can have with somebody that can alter your whole life. You know what I'm saying? It's little things that can alter your whole life.
But I think that is a part of God's plan as well. Like I think being in certain positions in certain points in time.
100%.
Yeah, that shit is all
100%.
His
Listen,
design.
I've had conversations or I've thought of things or it's just been something where I was just like, it was meant for me to be right here at this fucking moment and hear this right now.
Deja vu.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit is all like your dreams. You know what I mean? Like your dreams.
Deja vu
shit.
creeps
like,
me out, bro. It creeps me out because I had deja vu so often, like, bro.
That shit
like
is
I
one
have
of the
it
weirdest
so
feelings
often
in the world. That's how I know it's a God.
Oh, bro, like that, I'm gonna tell you what the deja vu be having me thinking. You know how they say like we don't use all of our brain and shit, and if we use the capacity of our brain and shit, like we could do shit like that.
Yeah, that's our mutant powers.
like that shit be creeping me out. I was like, bro, this happened, and I was on the phone with somebody, and I know I never had a phone conversation with them before. Literally never had a phone conversation before. And that whole shit rang. I was like, bro, like, I'm having deja vu and it's creeping me out. Like this whole shit.
Yeah, that shit is
everything
weird
that's happening is weird. But yeah, I definitely feel like you can be whatever you want to be as long as whatever you see in your mind. Like, think about all of these people that you admire and people's like, oh yeah, they said they was gonna be this. They said that they're this, whatever this is, and now they're this, whatever this is because they thought that and they moved towards that, and can't nobody tell you what you not. You know what I mean? You stand in the way of your own shit, and it's all about decisions. Like, I know motherfuckers who was doing great, and then they got involved with the wrong nigga or the wrong chick. You know what I mean? And shit got altered, or it was one little thing that happened at their job and shit went totally left. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like everything, even this conversation we having now, at this point in time we're having it, it was meant to happen this way. That's you know what I'm saying? But, that's super dope. I want to thank y'all for listening. Make sure y'all subscribe to the show. Make sure y'all follow us on social at the Ain't Shit Show. That's the X where the I will be. And we all know we on Twitter, IG, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio. We all in places. Apple Podcasts. Tell a friend, man. Y'all know we like to end the show with, a quote. And, you always be on point with some of the shit you said. You said something about clearing the path or something like that. Yeah, you know, and the quote for the day is, just the God in me. Kirk Franklin going to hell.
Why is Kirk Franklin going to hell?
Bruh, that was the funniest tweet, bruh. I'm sorry. I was about to get a quote. But the funniest tweet when watching the BET Awards, when Kirk Franklin was out there being Kirk Franklin, somebody just said, yo, I really believe Kirk Franklin going to hell. And that was the funniest shit to me. I don't know why that shit was so funny, because I was like, Kirk Franklin be doing too much for real.
That nigga he be chicken head and shit. Yeah, that shit be
bruh, he be doing a nay-naying and all this shit, bruh.
5'2".
Right. His clothes be tight and shit. They say, I feel like Kirk Franklin going to hell. That shit was funny. Anyway, the quote is, not all storms come to disrupt your life. Some storms come to clear your path.
That's a fact.
And until next week, I want y'all to be great, and the marathon continues. We out.
Adios.